Well, good afternoon. We want to welcome everyone to our Expo. I'm here with Valerie Cartwright, Councilwoman Kevin Laval, and Donna Lent, our town clerk. We want you to know, not only thank you.
Yeah, I think you just called me Councilwoman.
I'm sorry, Councilman Kevin Laval. I want to welcome you here to Brookhaven Town Hall. My name is Dan Panico. I'm the Deputy Supervisor of this town. We want you to know, above thank you for being here, that Brookhaven supports our businesses. We want you to grow, and each council member in this town, you can come, we're available, meet with us, see if you have an idea for a piece of land, how we can help you with your business. You don't need to go out and spend money on plans. Come sit with us, see how we can help you. Our economic development team is second to none. Our IDA is actively working throughout this town. Brookhaven is where your business should be. We want you to grow, we want you to employ people, and we are 100% behind you. I want to thank our Business Advisory Council. I'm not sure if Henry's here, but I want to thank him. Doing a great job. Please, is he behind me? Henry, there's Henry. Henry's behind me. If you have any questions tonight, please come up to Jim Tullo and Lisa Mulligan. I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Lisa and Jim are here. They're excellent. Thank you very much for being here, and we'll be here to help you in any way that we can. Thank you.
We are at the 14th annual Building a Business in Brookhaven event. Very excited about tonight. We've got roughly, well over 100 exhibitors. I should have asked already, but maybe some of the 125 exhibitors, which is great. The event's going to go for another 2+ hours, which really means we're going to move these along here with the interviews, getting to know these businesses that are based or friends of or in the vicinity of Brookhaven, because really, truly, and my message out this one, it is the local businesses that really help our community in the most immediate sense of the word. They employ the people locally, they keep our families going, they're providing services to our businesses, services to our household, services to help us become better people and who we are. And this company right here, RJG Consulting Group, is one of those prime examples. So tell me about the company.
So we are RJG Consulting Group, and we are a technology consulting firm. So we focus on businesses that want to make technology a bigger part of their success. And RJG Consulting Group really likes to take a look at your business and your business goals and see how technology can help not only achieve those goals, but also fit in with your company culture. And that's how we're trying to sort of change the approach of how businesses work with their current technology partners.
So when you're working with your clients, what's the greatest success story that you have? Either just from, maybe not monetarily, but I'm just talking about satisfaction of knowing that you help them achieve their goal.
So one of our clients is actually a healthcare provider. They're a hospital in upstate New York. And they were implementing a new solution for wireless workstations so that their nurses could visit patients at their rooms and fill out charts and get all their information. I think that project was one of our not only best projects to showcase, but also made our team feel good, like we're making a difference, helping the community, and really getting out there and helping people directly with at least some sort of technology to help the nurses do what they do best, which is provide care.
That's perfect. There you go. It's the actionable steps that take place.
Absolutely.
And that's what you mean. Like, by really helping the community. It's not a tagline. It actually is.
No, it really is.
I think I just left you my card there by accident, but you got it. All right. Hey, we're going to meet some of the other companies, but that's really what it comes down to. You know, we have companies here that operate as companies, but they really want to be helpful. They really want to make things happen within the world. Gray Barn happens to be one of them, a redevelopment project. It's pretty interesting story. Gray Barn? Oh, we get on camera? You want to talk about the company?
Sure.
All right, there we go. So Gray Barn, I was just explaining, it was an event that I went to over at Gray Barn. Very interesting, the concept of what you are doing. If you want to just briefly explain that?
Yes, Gray Barn is Recla Equity's first residential apartment community complex. It's luxury apartments. They're high-end, very, very beautiful. Great amenities. 1 and 2 bedroom apartments with some retail space available. We have a 500. There'll be 500 units when we've completed the property. Right now, we have about 350.
Yeah. It's a great thing. You know, we talk about recycling, and I really appreciate that. And the website is Gray Barn.
I'm sorry?
The website's going to be Gray Barn. That's
Gray
easy
Barn.
to look up?
Yes, it's Graybarn-Long Island.
Very good. All right, excellent. There you go. Thank you so much. You know, we talk about reclaiming properties, recycling, stuff like that. That's exactly what it was. I had visited one of their properties, and it was absolutely amazing. Inside was a conference room, the gym, like a small conference room too, table, the whole thing. It really, really looked nice. Might not be a bad place to shoot some video either, I got to tell you. But you know, they're going in and they're taking over these buildings, or combining the different buildings that are there and turning them into apartments. It's good. That's revitalizing the economy. Next up, we have CN Insurance.
Conference Associates Incorporated in Patchogue.
There you go.
Main Street in Patchogue.
I was not even close.
It shows me that we need to work on the sign.
I was just reading it. Yeah, you know. Improv speaking at his best for that one. All right, so
Yes,
go ahead.
indeed.
Tell us a little bit about the company.
Conference Associates has been in the same location in Patchogue since 1961.
I'll get down more often.
I haven't been there that often, or that long anyway. We are specialists in health insurance and life insurance. We have a large block of health insurance business with several of the most competitive carriers. We do Medicare coverage, we do small group, and we do individual health insurance.
Right. Well, let me ask you this question, since you're working with people so individually. What's the greatest joy that you get, with working with somebody?
Well, the best thing is realizing and recognizing that they're getting the plan that's right for them. I mean, I was telling a story just the other day with a group of people about someone who had health insurance, got taken by an ambulance to a hospital that was out of their network, which is fine because emergency care is going to be covered. But then they were told they needed surgery. The surgeon said, well, I'm not in your health plan, but I'll work with you. And they're looking at now a health care bill of over $100,000 and well over $100,000 because they didn't have the right plan or the right advice going into the medical situation. So I feel good when I help somebody and I know they get the right insurance and they get sick or they have an accident, they have a claim, and they're taken care of.
That's what it's all about. It's great
I think
stuff.
you're right.
All right.
I think you're right.
What would be the website that they could use?
It's I think the website is on there, right down at the bottom.
Oh, there we go. I got the website. It is www.conferenceNewYork.com.
Conference NY, yes.
Conference NY. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for doing what you do.
Have fun.
And keeping Patchogue going, man. Patchogue's been quite the success story also. And solar power, it's driving everything lately, right?
Yeah, we got some solar power now. Right?
We
The
do,
sun's
again with
shining.
the sun in the eyes. If I squint, there's sun in the eyes.
I
It's
know,
it's the way that goes.
it's
So
true.
tell us a little bit about the company. How'd you get involved with them?
We're from Harvest Power. We're a local family-owned and operated solar company who actually just moved to a new location in Islip Terrace. We're super excited about being a part of the local community. We do commercial and residential solar. We've been doing solar for about 10 years now, but we actually started as a construction company in 1972. So we really have that background as well. The roof obviously ties in with the solar, so we have a good background in both.
Yeah, that was one of the things I've noticed. And I couldn't understand why so many businesses don't put solar up on the roof because it's there. We don't have to worry about the aesthetics. Although the aesthetics is not that bad anymore either. But why are they not doing it? But then I think about all the air conditioning units and things like that.
That does come into play. There are also some fire keep outs. Certain areas where you need to keep it open for the firemen as well. So we really want to keep it safe. So there are regulations that we also need to follow as well when we're installing solar. But there's some great options, whether you're a business owner or a homeowner, there are some great options into it. And we always like to educate you on what your home qualifies for before you really go ahead with it. So and we like to keep you informed as well.
And the same thing with the business. So if a
Exactly.
company owns the property, owns the building,
Yeah.
that's much more ideal. Otherwise, you need to speak to the landlord.
Yeah, we always speak to the business owner, so that's where that would come into play. But it's great for all different applications.
Terrific. And what would be the website that they could go to?
Sure, they can go to www.harvestpower.net.
Okay, harvestpower.net. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
There you go. So we revitalize areas. We put solar panels up on the roof. It's fantastic stuff. Make it all work, and that'll be just terrific. Getting little notes. All right, here we go with Score. I thought I saw you guys in the back. You came up to the front. Score's here. You got the name tag. You must be here.
You gave me this name tag.
If you don't know Score, you should know Score. So Score theoretically is a bunch of retired guys or retired men and women. Retired men and women who know a lot that actually want to share things for free. For free. And why do you do this?
Mike, it's because giving back. After you've done so much, you give back.
That's good. So tell us about like some a typical customer, client.
they're usually small businesses or startup businesses. Mainly they're startup businesses. People that first want to go into business, we help them getting into business, going whether they should go LLC or a corporation, helping them with accounting, whatever their needs are. We have 40 people. Each one has a different expertise.
Right.
I have marketing. There's another financial person. There's one that does inventory management. Whatever their needs are, we really can cover.
And does it help if they come in with a business plan or an existing business as opposed to, hey, my name is Brian, I don't know what I want to do?
If you have a business plan, but we help them with a business plan.
Okay.
Business plan is on our website. We help them fill it out. We help them fill out a marketing plan. We help them get into business and be successful.
That's a perfect scenario. For free.
free.
Complimentary. We'll use that word. Complimentary. It sounds sounds so much nicer. All right, so it's Score, and you just Score, right? That would be the website. You Google it, it's there, or however search engine you want to do. Score LI. There you go. Score is a national. I'm getting fed the information here. Score is a national organization, but you got Score LI, which is over here. Perfect stuff. All right, next up, Gold Coast Bank. I'm very good. We're going to swing around over here. Sorry about the back to the camera. All right, so we got the man over here talking about Gold Coast Bank. What do you want to say about Gold Coast Bank that we don't know?
Well, we got a great crew right over here.
That's good.
We have a representation from Southampton, Mary Ann Hudson. We have Hope Kinney from Setauket. We got Lisa Thomasul from Islandia, and Bill Miller from Islandia also. It's a great bank, great staff, great CEO, John Tunis.
Great rates from the woman on the end, Mary. Great rates. We got great service from Hope.
Great rates. Got a 12-month CD, 2.25. A 24-month CD, 2.50. Money market account, 1.50. You can't beat it. Yep.
And let's just say, for the sake of disclaimers, this is taped. And the interest rates may change by the time you do see this. So, no they won't change.
Nah.
You said that. I did not say that.
They won't change by the time you walk around the table.
There you go. Thank you so much for financing a lot of the stuff in the area, especially the Setauket area, which is where I'm from. It's all good. Yeah, I've seen the sign a couple of times over. All right. That's. We'd love to do it. All right, we're going to swing around here and see what's right behind us. And what is right behind us? Oh, we got Harper Marketing. Is the Harper of Harper Marketing in the house?
I am the Mrs. Harper of Harper Marketing. The Steve Harper of Harper Marketing, as you can see behind you right here, his face is right there. He is walking around and socializing. So.
Maybe we'll catch him on camera someplace. I heard he's not media shy.
He is not media shy.
He's not media shy.
No, very media friendly.
Yeah, so for a couple of decades, Mr. Steve Harper has been doing that radio show in the morning, which is all good. But the marketing company, which I just got to know a little bit more, and he's told me only great things about your efforts with it.
Thank you very much.
So it's all good. So tell me about Harper Marketing. Is there a focus with the marketing? Because that's become such a generic word, marketing or IT, etc.
Yeah, we're a very full-service marketing company. We do everything from lots of digital stuff. These days digital is key. Pay-per-click and Google AdWords, and but we also do traditional marketing, printing, and radio, of course, website designs. Everything.
It's all good. And then with his background, your backgrounds, it really helps knowing the industry from the inside out.
Absolutely.
As to what's effective, not effective, because print may be good in some cases and may not be good in other cases.
It fits some places, it doesn't fit other places.
Yeah, well, it's all good. It's about knowing the customer. So tell me about what gives you the greatest joy working with the company. I won't say working with Steve, but working with the company.
Seeing results, seeing positive results that companies get, and that knowing that we help them achieve something that they had wanted to achieve.
That's what it's all about, getting to know the customer and fulfilling the customer needs. Another community-oriented company, and that's really what it's all about. That's great. Thank you so much. And I should let you know, too, they're going to be supporting a few other things that I do, too, which is really great. We are now moving along to our friends at Firestone. We get a chance to talk? Yeah, very good. All right, very good.
From Newcastle Building Products.
There you go. And all right, that's at least the second name I've gotten wrong. Newcastle.
Firestone Products.
You got Firestone down there. I should have read this shirt. Yeah, Newcastle Building Products. So what's the connection with Firestone?
We sell waterproofing products and EPDM for rubber roofing and torch down rolls. Well, everything we have for flat roofers. Roofs like this. I think we actually supplied the roof here.
We did. Yeah.
We did supply
there you
the
go.
Yep.
So good. Yeah, I went to Firestone in building products. So another learning moment, also. So is there so it's more on the commercial side, that you're doing?
We do a lot of residential roofs. We opened up a new metal shop, and we sell metal roofing, which is working out really well because normally it would be a 4-week lead time. I mean, we got those down to less than a week, maybe a week and a half.
For a new construction, putting a metal roof on?
Putting a metal roof on from quote to delivery.
And isn't it like, you think of the tin roof, so when it rains outside, you get to hear the rain. It's
stuff
different.
in between you and the roof, insulation, wood, attic. You don't hear it.
Wow.
You don't hear it.
That's interesting.
A long time.
And then we're speaking with the solar companies. I know one of the first things I have to look at is the roof.
Yep.
But if you have a metal roof, that's got to last a lot longer. That price sounds like a good match with the solar company.
No better roof to put a solar system on because you don't penetrate the roof. It clamps onto the ribs.
You should speak to the solar company.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. I think it's our second business connection here tonight. Oh, the first one we didn't get on camera. Maybe we'll get that one later. Hey, thanks for coming down tonight.
Thanks
All
for
good?
having us.
Solar company's down that way. If you don't see them there, just watch the video when you get a chance. All right, we're going to come back. We're going to go down this way. Oh, Teachers Federal Credit Union. You're not with the bank. You're with the PBAC. That's Henry Bramwell, man, Mr. Visionary Graphics himself.
It was good seeing you.
It's all good. He's the one who makes it happen for me. So, Teachers Federal Credit Union,
Yes.
Fantastic.
How's everything?
Everything's great.
Good.
It's all good. So, I mean, you guys have been making big strides.
Yes.
On expansion, which is
Yeah.
excellent. But it's still at local level, at face-to-face.
Very
I know
community oriented.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely. We're doing a lot of great work. We're expanding our footprint now with the acquisition of Melrose Credit Union, but we're continuing to, attend events like this and support our local communities that we're serving in right now. So.
Right. Is there a local project or a local customer that you have in mind that really brought you a lot of joy that you were working with?
I do a lot of commercial real estate, so anytime I can help a current property owner with refinancing and help maybe revitalize their buildings and kind of get it up to code or whatever the case may be, that always, I'm always very proud that I'm able to help them with that through the financing option. So,
It's great stuff. All right, and then the website would be it's TFCU,
yes,
right?
TFCU.org.
Okay, there you go. TFCU.org. There you go for your banking needs.
All right.
Right here. Thank you. It's all good. All right, we are now here with the Thunder Hearing?
Yes.
Thunder Hearing. I had to search for it. Now you know I don't use cue cards for this thing. So it's terrific. Thank you very much for coming down.
You're very welcome. My name's Lisa Roselli.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello. I own my own practice. It's called Thunder Hearing Services. I have locations in Shirley and in Riverhead. And I go to a lot of the assisted living facilities as well. And I take care of people's hearing. I help them hear better and improve the quality of their life. I love it. I've been doing it for 25 years.
Wow, very good. 25 years. So there's got to be a story behind this. Is why you got into this aspect of it.
A lot of people ask me that. My father is hearing impaired, but honestly, that is not why I got into it. When I was, sorry, Dad. When I was in high school, I had this passion for sign language, and I became fluent in American Sign Language, and I was deciding, if I was going to become an interpreter or if I was going to go into deaf education, and then I was introduced to audiology, and I really love the field, and that's how I got into it.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
Maybe your father wouldn't appreciate it, but he's a
I know. Well, I do take care of him too, though. And he always tells me I'm the best audiologist. So
that's excellent. Hey, Lisa, thank you for coming down. It's great to have you down here for this one too. It's all good. Website is going to be, I'll get it for you. It's Thunder Hearing Services LLC at Outlook.com would be the email address.
the website is
www.thunderaudiology.com. There you go. You got that one? It's all good. Thunderaudiology.com. All right, Lisa, thank you so much. It's all good. We're good down here. Bass Electric. Hey, there's a returning company all the time. You giving away light bulbs? Is that what's going on here?
Absolutely. We're always giving away light bulbs.
All right, Jennifer's giving away light bulbs. So, well, go ahead. Let's say Bass Electric. I know they've been in existence for many, many, many years.
Yep.
Family business too, right?
Absolutely. Yep. Family owned and operated over 10 years, and we're licensed and insured all of Suffolk County. And tonight we're giving away some LED light bulbs, because why not? Why not, right?
No, it seems to be. We got solar, we got refurbishing, recycling, we did turning building. This LED light bulbs makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, most definitely. Keeping town of Brookhaven green.
And, and the supervisors made a big effort in that area, too. We trying to keep the town green. It's good. Long run saves a whole lot of money, too, so that really works out, rather well. So give us one of your success stories. Some either a residential, commercial property, something like that you came in there and you really helped the client see the light.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
We can edit that.
Yeah. Keep it in. It was fantastic. Really, honestly, all of our customers are success stories. Every time we go in there, we do the job, and it's like we were never there, and everything looks beautiful. Yeah, which is fantastic. We leave it always better than we left it.
All right, Jennifer, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
It's all good. So you got Bass Electric, and the website is willsbasselectric.com. WILLS, basselectric.com. Next up, All Island Media.
Yes.
All Island Media.
Hey, how you doing?
This is your chance. How are you?
Sure. How you doing?
Good. Glad that you're down here.
Thank you for having us.
I know, and you've been great with, I know, a number of nonprofits also, and helping everybody communicate out their message along with businesses. So All Island Media, the media has changed so much, so quickly. It seems like every year there's something new coming up. So how has the company changed over the last number of years?
About 4 years ago, we've transitioned into PS Digital. That's the digital side of Penny Saver. So we've transitioned very nicely. We have a whole host of products to cater to small to medium-sized businesses, online, websites, search, social, Wi-Fi, marketing, anything digital related we can handle. And we're growing. We've been around for maybe 3-4 years now, and we're in expansion mode.
Yeah. So is it still a localized marketing? Penny Saver, you think it goes out to the real local community. If we're doing things digitally, are you still able to narrow it down to a small community?
Oh, sure. We could target by zip code. Exactly. We couple our print products with the digital products, so we could deliver 2 messages. We could deliver it in the mailbox, and we deliver it online.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have both sides to join as one, to work together.
That's 2 of the 8 or 10 touches one needs in order to turn a prospect into a client.
We cover it all, and we handle it all.
That's great stuff. Website is All Island Media.
It's All Island Media, and then you have the pennysaver.com, but also you have psdigitalli.com is the digital branch.
Okay.
So there's just 2 websites, All Island Media and psdigitalli.com.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming down here tonight.
Thanks, guys.
So good. There you go, All Island Media, and they really are all around the island too. So this is Ronnie Rosen, the Small Business Development Center. So like SCORE, there's another great resource for you if you're interested in moving your own business along and getting some great advice from people that have been there and done that. And this is something that that's not an understatement.
That is definitely not an understatement. Our services are free of charge all the time. We have different business advisors. I'm one of them. We all have come from different industries, so we all have different backgrounds. We help people with business plans, and we don't write them for them, but we direct them and help them edit it and all of that. We also have a ton of workshops that are just really fantastic. You should check out the website. Just look at Stony Brook and you can go to business and we're right there. Or you can just put in New York State Small Business Development Center at Stony Brook. We'll come up. And we do great work.
Oh, absolutely.
It's always free, so that's a good thing.
No, it's great. I've attended a number of these lectures, seminars, even just did the small business discussion group too, which I really think is great also, because that becomes more of a roundtable and a free and open forum.
That's what it is. It's called the Business Solutions Roundtable, and it's for people who have sort of like coming and having an advisor. They like having other business owners to chat with, and we do that once a month. So if you have a business and you're interested, give us a call, and
there's no reason not to go. Then you get
316329837.
There you go. Okay, and you just look it up real easy. It's the Stony Brook Small Business Development Center. But Small Business Development Center, Stony Brook, Suffolk, anything you want to do that comes up, the calendar's there. It's all good. Ronnie Rosen, yeah, you got it. All right, we're going to move along. Habitat for Humanity. If they're not talking to anybody, we'll get a chance to chat with them. We get a chance to talk with Habitat for Humanity. Would that be possible for me to jump in there?
Oh, yes, hi.
Hello there. This is great. You're doing Habitat for Humanity.
I am.
That's good. And Habitat's got, there's one in Suffolk, one in Nassau.
Yeah, we're the affiliate in Suffolk County.
Right.
We're celebrating 30 years of building affordable homes in Suffolk County, and we're on our 196th home right now.
Wow, in Suffolk?
In Suffolk County.
That's great.
Yes.
And you also do a nice job, too, because you have the store.
Yes,
so people
the
can make
Restore is
donations.
in Ronkonkoma, and that funds the cost to run the affiliate. So we're the only nonprofit that can say 100% of every dollar donated goes to the mission of building an affordable home for a low to moderate income family.
Right. And I know there's a whole process for folks that are interested in getting a home. And
It's a very stringent application process. They have to have good credit. They have to meet certain income guidelines. They have to have a willingness to partner, and it's based on a need.
Right. But from businesses looking to participate, there's a couple of ways. One is just a flat-out donation.
Donation, sponsor for a day. They can come out and build with us. They can come out as a walk-on or do a sponsor for a day. We have Faith Build. We're going to have Women's Build, which is going to be May 1st through the 9th, which is only women on site. Last year, we coordinated over 300 women.
That's great. So from a team building standpoint.
Awesome experience.
Right. Networking standpoint.
Perfect. Yes.
And a confidence building standpoint. What's the Faith one?
Faith Build is churches can come out and build with us for a fee, and they partner with us. So we have several churches that come out and Faith Build. They bring their parishioners out for a team building day.
Right. That's great. I mean, it really is all great reasons to get everybody out for a wide variety of reasons to help with the community.
Yes.
Really to help with the community on some of these homes.
We are. We are definitely making an impact on several communities that we build in. We build a lot in Bellport, a lot in Mastic Beach. So we're making a big difference in communities because when people see a brand new house going next to them, makes them want to fix up their house.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the little peer pressure going on, too.
Definitely.
And then also you really are changing somebody's life around.
We are.
In a big way.
And you have to believe in the mission to work there.
Yeah.
Because you are changing somebody's life. And a lot of our families never owned a home. So they need a little hand holding.
Yeah.
So, but we're glad to do that.
That's great that you're doing that. All right. Is there a website specific to Suffolk?
Yes, www.habitatsuffolk.org.
Easy enough. Very good.
You.
Thank you very much for doing this. Wow. There you go. Another team building exercise. If you want to look at it from an employee standpoint, you want to look at it from a group networking standpoint, also a great thing. But really, helping people out, helping the community out to rebuild is one, and then helping families really start a whole new beginning. You really are changing their life, changing their whole world around. It's all good. Promotional Products.
Oh, we love it.
Boy, do we live with promotional products.
I am so spirited about that industry.
Yeah.
My family's been in it for over 40 years.
Wow, okay.
Myself, I have my own company here for over 2, and it's just been astounding.
Yeah.
So it's a fun business. It's a wonderful business. I love smiles on people's faces. Better yet, I love shopping for people with their money. So that's even the best part of everything. So.
You're a professional shopper for well, it's not really toys and trinkets.
No, it's
really
really
stuff
not.
that makes sense.
And I hate when people call them tchotchkes. They're not tchotchkes.
Yeah.
It's a brandable item that is so much cheaper than radio, TV, and no pun on the TV, but radio TV and anything else. It's the cheapest form of advertising. Cheaper than anything else. And I know print is not around that much anymore, but
the print has changed quite a bit. I'll defend the TV side of things. The
I know,
TV,
I'm sure.
video,
That's
media.
okay.
Well,
That's
because
okay.
you're getting the message out, but you're making it a memorable, long-lasting.
Absolutely.
I'll give you this one.
For
all
pennies.
right?
For pennies. my
See, you
friend.
give the right item, promotional item to somebody, they're going to keep it on their desk forever and ever and use it and see it. It's going to remind them of the great companies that you work with.
Absolutely.
You want to share with us one success story about how somebody came in, they weren't really sure what they wanted, but you were able to guide them?
Oh gosh, I have so many stories. You caught me off guard here for a
all right,
minute.
that's all right.
If you come back, I can think of something.
Well, all right, we'll see if we can do that one. I have a website. I have a website, and they can make their own story when they go to your website.
Absolutely.
And that's more important than hearing somebody else's
and
story.
just so you know, we're a consultative agency. We love helping people. There's no charge for that whatsoever. I've been in the business. I was a former photojournalist with Newsday. I'm an image guy. I've been in the advertising and marketing business for many years, so I know the industry. We can help. So my website.
Your website is?
It's trueholdpromotions.com.
There you go.
Very simple. Love to help out. Give us a call today, and we'll take it from there.
Excellent. Okay, very good.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
You got it. There you go. All right, TV's good. Promotions, though, they're good. And and to leave something or to have something that somebody uses on a permanent basis is great. The pen's okay, that kind of thing. But something that really signifies your company is really terrific. And it's interesting the different ways we promote businesses, and there is quite a few of them. And if you're just tuning in right now, we're at the 14th annual Building Your Business in Brookhaven event. It's taking place over at Town Town Hall. And you should also know that we do another event in June-ish. We do a job fair event. Then we have this one, which takes place generally in October, November. You want to go to the website, brookhavenbac.org, and you'll be able to see our calendar of the different things that we're doing inside and for the community of Brookhaven. All right, so now here with Tobacco, what's the name of the company?
Paulette with Tobacco Action Coalition.
Okay.
And I'm with a grant through the Department of Health's Bureau of Tobacco Control, and the American Lung Association administers my grant.
And are you looking to get in front of businesses to talk to employees about being tobacco-free, or is it just community centers?
What I do is I work with businesses and municipalities, colleges, but I'm here tonight to look to connect with businesses to talk to them about the benefits of adopting a smoke-free grounds policy. There's health benefits for their employers. It keeps their grounds clean. It keeps, when their clients come or customers come, they have a nice clean way to walk through, so they're not walking through secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
Because we know the harmful effects of secondhand smoke.
It also doesn't look terribly good when I walk into a business and all the employees are sitting out front smoking.
Right,
that's not too good.
Right.
And I'm sure the insurance companies would be thrilled to have you go in there, create a smoke-free environment too, and that'll save a little bit on the medical expenses.
Right, absolutely. Employers, when they're smoking, they go out for their smoke breaks, so they actually end up working less than a non-smoker.
There you go. You got a productivity expert here too. Yeah, you got it all. You got it all covered. What would be the website that people would go to? And I assume you really are looking for businesses to contact you to go in that way.
Absolutely.
But if somebody wants to quit smoking and looking for a way to do that, still, is that okay for them to reach out to you?
Absolutely. And on our website, breathefreely.org, there's information on there, and then the quit line. We work with the quit line as well, where people could connect to them to get information, smoking cessation information.
Great. A true resource over here. So it's all good. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. You too. All right, here we go. We got Lisa Strauss-Lauren over there who's talking. Okay. She's with the Equity First Foundation.
Hi.
And a great group of people. I know you do I know you personally do a whole lot of things. And we're going to try to keep this around a minute or so here.
Sure, okay.
Right.
So Equity First Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we do financial literacy and financial education for people of all stages in life, from elementary school all the way up to retirement. And this gentleman here introduced me to my new boss, so I'm very grateful for the opportunity to do some great work for a nonprofit.
Yeah, I'll use that as a segue on my side of life. I really, truly enjoy connecting people with the other people, other businesses that they like to do. Kind of started the Long Island Speakers Bureau for that reason, and a couple of other reasons, a little bit more personal. But what that is, it's a group of vetted speakers that are looking to speak at different organizations and businesses. Some are free, some complimentary, some looking to do workshops, and also on a professional level. So that's out there. Kyle is one of these gentlemen that I had met at a support group, and that he's taken his story and he's actually turned it into comic books.
Yes.
Or children's books.
Oh, it's a comic book, but I'm also doing children's books.
Yeah, and it's interesting what drives people to do different things. So you had your own situation, so you started writing these books,
yes.
Drawing these books. You're working with a couple of people doing that.
Yes.
So I know you have an Instagram account, which would be the best place for people to go to see that. But you're still looking to work with different authors?
Yes.
From an illustrator standpoint.
Exactly. I'm willing to work with different authors, especially if it has a good purpose, if it's trying to teach children or even anyone and stuff that's either dealing with a condition, or if they're trying to get a message out there that's positive, I'm willing to work with.
That's why I like these kind of guys. Once you've been through something, all of a sudden everything becomes perfectly clear as to what you want to do. Your website, the Instagram site, is not perfectly clear to me. Go ahead.
It's Kyle Horn Art. It's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all over.
Okay, well, Kyle Horn Art, I could get that one. That's KYLEHORNE Art. There you go. Perfect. All good. I will see you frequently. Behind me, we have none other than the time to play driving force. The woman who wants to save the world. Let's see if you can save the world in 90 seconds or so. Doreen Goma.
Hi. So today at the Brookhaven Business Advisory Council Expo, we are showcasing the Employee Prevention Program. At our workplaces, we are there more than we are anywhere else, right? So here we're at a business expo. So our goal is to prevent negative outcomes in our workplaces. So we have an employee prevention program, EPP, helping people be more engaged, enjoy life. And and decrease workplace hostility, increase engagement.
Yeah, I mean, and all this stuff is really good. And if we want to look at it from an employee, a personal level, it's great. This way you stop people from making mistakes. From a business owner standpoint, too. I was kidding around about someone being a productivity expert, but really what it is, the more people are healthy, the more people have a good attitude, the more people are actually at work, and most importantly, engaged in work. Because one of those statistics is terrible, that most people go to work, but they're not engaged at work.
70% of our workers are not happy at their work. They're not engaged at work. It's actually costs our country $520 billion. But we do have programs, if you want to pan over to the I Am shirt over there. So this is for people for self-expression and self-awareness. We're doing this for schools because we have to start as young as possible to get people to recognize that they need to focus on life enjoyment and not all the negative that is out there. And if we look at our statistics, and we are an Enjoy Life advocacy organization, we're not reactive recovery or any of that type of thing.
Right.
Our statistics are increasing in the areas that we don't want them to. So if we can shift that to the positive possibilities, self-awareness, very crucial emotional intelligence skill set, and we can do that through the programs of the foundation.
Yeah, it's all terrific. So any organizations you're looking to help out, school systems, businesses, where you really want to do something right for your employees, this is a great place to go. So it's timetoplay.com, and there's a ton of resources on there. And I mean, there's a ton of resources on there. All kinds of articles, statistics. It's great.
Happy, healthy, have money, and a work-life balance, because every moment of your day you can feel like you're at play.
That's it. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, Doreen, we'll talk to you. We're going to move along over here to the Dorologist people. Thank you so much, Doreen. It's great. Time to play. A big contributor over there, too. It's all important. So here we are with John, the Dorologist.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I pronounced that right, Dorologist.
Dorologist.
So you're not a doctor, you're a Dorologist.
Well, we are a specialist when it comes to doors.
Okay.
Think of this one thing. When you go to a doctor, he always looks for someone with an ologist after it to take care of you.
Right.
Now, when it comes to door service, repair, lock repair, it's very hard to find someone who knows what they're doing, because we work on doors, locks, and hardware every day of the week. A contractor, he'll work on a ceiling, a floor, a wall. Now you ask him to work on a door. He doesn't want to touch it. And years ago, think about it, security was around the building. It was a camera. Now security is on the door. So you want a doorologist who's a specialist, who can work with the electronic hardware, who can work with the mechanical hardware and the automatic hardware. Not many people are around that can do that. And I retired from the Carpenters Union, started this business, and I've hired many other gray hairs working with me to continue this business. And now I'm taking on a partner, John, and he's going to continue the business and branch out into Long Island, which we are now doing. I've always been in Manhattan, and now we're coming out. This is the first time we're working out in Long Island.
Well, I'm glad we're a part of that coming out experience. That's great.
I just did Brookhaven Nursing Home.
Okay, good.
Repaired their doors, and we've signed 40 other nursing homes in Nassau and Suffolk, mainly because we're NFPA certified door inspectors.
And NFPA means?
National Fireproof. On your fire doors, they all have to be certified now.
Okay.
And you need to have a certification to make sure the door meets the state code. And there's only a couple of companies that can do that. One up in Buffalo and us here.
Yeah. All right. So Dorologist, I give you the ologist side of it. It does sound like you are a doctor of doors. And there is a lot of things that go into it, between the electronics, the safety issues, making sure it opens and closes properly, locks properly, and everything else that goes along with it. It's excellent. So really, that's terrific. Website, you're going to tell me something simple as?
Dorologist.com.
I should have guessed.
Sometimes
you got to guess. That would have been one of those times to guess. Thank you so much, John.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. So here we are with Bruce. Bruce, you got enough badges over here for everybody. You've been in Boy Scouts for
48 years.
48 years. That's very good.
Yeah.
So why stay in Boy Scouts for so long?
Well, Boy Scouts helps the youth of today become the adults and leaders of tomorrow. And even though they get a good schooling in the schools that we have, Scouting takes it up many, many levels above that. They teach them things they would learn outside that they would never learn. They teach them how to play with others, I'll just give you a for instance. My troop, which is in Ronkonkoma, 1/3 the troop has some type of handicap. If you walk into the troop, you would never know any of the boys had any handicap because they're all treated the same. They all work with each other. They're all mentored by other scouts. So we're trying to help the youth learn the proper way to grow up, learn to be leaders of tomorrow, and for us to have a better world.
That sounds perfect.
I'm getting into my heydays, and I need to have good leaders that'll stand up for what I believe in.
Right.
So why not?
So you're helping.
do that?
You're
So I'm
helping to build the leaders of tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Really helping to build the leaders of tomorrow.
Yes, definitely.
That's really terrific.
It's good.
Website's pretty straightforward for the Boy Scouts.
Yes. Suffolk County Council, Boy Scouts of America, SCC, BSA, a lot of stuff on there. There's lots of websites around for various different troops and other organizations. I also got involved in the religious aspect of scouting, so I'm with the National Jewish Committee on Scouting also as a regional counselor, and we also teach the children that they should get involved in their religion, regardless of what religion it is. The Scouts has 38 different religions, and you can get religious emblems, and we invite them to meet other people. I was at the Jamboree last year, 2017, and we had Israeli Scouts, we had Pakistani Scouts, we had Islamic Scouts and American Scouts all together in the same room dancing. It was the greatest thing. Nobody cared who you are, where you were from, what you did. You were Scouts, you were people. What else is there?
Maybe the leaders of tomorrow will save the world
I hope so.
completely. I hope so too. Bruce, keep doing what you're doing, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. There you go. Well, isn't it great when everybody, all different types, regardless, religions, race, creed, color, the whole thing, disabilities, abilities, different abilities, all that stuff really makes a whole lot of sense. That was really cool. We got it's like 6 or 7 different town departments that are down here tonight also. Obviously, the fire marshal is here. You feel like saying something? You were great last time. Talking about fire safety in the home.
Yeah, fire safety, it's a year-round thing. I mean, in October, we talk about Fire Prevention Week, Fire Prevention Month, really. Our school kids are getting educated in the schools. Our parents are getting educated through our kids, that we're teaching, which is always a plus. They go home, they tell our parents,
nice.
Check your smoke alarms. Mom and Dad, we have to have a plan. We have to practice. We need a meeting place. So the kids are learning. That means that the parents are learning, and hopefully everyone's a little bit safer because of it. Every year there's a different theme for Fire Prevention Week. This particular year, Fire Prevention Week, which just wrapped up, is Look, Listen, and Learn. So it's just stressing the importance of smoke alarms that are functional, okay, and making sure that you have at least 2 ways out of any place that you are.
Yeah.
So people think of their doors all the time. They're used to their doors. They're in and out of their doors constantly. But the window is your second way out if need be. Or perhaps another door. Instead of the front door, maybe it's the rear door, depending on what the emergency is. Having a meeting place and practicing with your family is very important. Everybody needs to be on the same page. Everybody needs to know what their role is, especially parents with younger kids. The kids need to know what they need to do to help their parents help them. Right. And it's a group effort. And it's a chance to bring the family together a couple times a year, at least, and reiterate what that plan is. Change that plan if something in the house changes. If you have a new family member, new baby comes in, mom and dad are going to have to plan for that. As the kids get older, their capabilities improve, obviously. A little older, maybe they can handle things that they couldn't handle before, won't need as much assistance in the case of emergency. So the plans have to constantly be tweaked and worked so that it's a viable plan. The kids are used to it in the school now. The fire alarm sounds for a fire drill or an emergency. They don't know if it's a drill or if it's the real thing. They react the same way every time. Pencils go down on the desk, they stand up, they line up, they go outside to a meeting place at school. It's really the same thing at home. And as parents, we're very busy people. Adults are very busy between our work, running our kids all over the place, trying to get a little downtime and relaxation at home. Oftentimes we're not thinking about, the potential dangers that lurk in our own homes because we feel the safest there. Unfortunately, that's where most of the problems occur, at our homes. So we need to be just a little more mindful of ways that we can make our homes safer and make sure those smoke alarms are functional. Carbon monoxide alarms also very important. Got to have a carbon monoxide alarm because there's no way to tell it's there without that alarm. Odorless, tasteless, invisible, you're not going to know it's there. So very important.
Almost seems like it makes sense to inspect your home also once every couple of years, just like a building would have to go through an inspection. So I know there would be a formal fire inspection for a commercial building, but we don't do that in the homes. You guys live in the same home for 40 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
And maintenance. You know, some things are more important than other things. Obviously, our heating equipment, our electrical systems, but other things like a leaking roof that can get worse with time. That can cause problems with our electrical system or cause problems with our heating equipment. So just keeping up on repairs as best as somebody can. I mean, money can be tight and you need to do the best you can with what you have. But you're in that house, you're laying your head on that pillow at night in your home, and it's always a good idea to try to take whatever steps that you can take to make it as safe of a place for you.
Right, and I'm sure there's a few companies that would be happy to go in and do an inspection, maybe to make sure and let the residential owner, the homeowner know what's out there. Thank you so much. You're a wealth of information all the time. Website to go to or
brookhavenny.gov. The Department of Public Safety, Division of Fire Prevention, and you can find our webpage there.
Okay, very good. Again, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
How are you?
Good. That man?
He's your man.
All right, here we go. We got the man. You're collecting our money? You're assessing our homes?
I'm assessing the homes.
Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. So you assess the homes?
Yes, I do.
You do. You don't go out to every home and do this thing. There's got to be an unbelievable process getting that done.
Yes. 174,000 parcels in this town.
Right. So obviously you're not getting in your car and visiting. How is that done? How does one assess a home in a large area like that?
Well, we maintain a database in the town of everything. We collect data from the building department, permits, and blueprints, and we have people go out in the field and take pictures, and we put it all together and measure everything, and then look at all the sales in the town and
so for every new purchase, when a home is bought,
yes.
then you are going to go through this new assessment process.
Yes. We make sure that we're supposed to assess it at a uniform percentage of market value.
Right.
And we have to update that every year to see what the market's doing.
Right.
And that's how we do with residences. With commercial property, we use other forms of income analysis and cost of construction. And from that we derive the assessment, and the assessment is used to measure each property's contribution to the budget.
Can I ask us this? How did you wind up in this kind of a role? Do you have an accounting background, and then you wound up this way, or was it some other story?
I'm an attorney, and I've been an attorney that does the law relating to property assessment.
Okay.
And before I was assessor, I was the attorney in the town attorney's office who advised the assessor and the receiver of taxes on the laws relating to what they do. So when my predecessor got ill, the supervisor asked me if I would consider taking the job and filling out his unexpired term, and I said yes, I would.
That's very good.
So I basically switched from being the attorney to being the person that actually does the job.
Well, you fully understand the whole process by doing that, so that's really important.
I've had 40 years of experience in legal work relating to assessments.
Yeah.
So.
It's interesting.
Yes.
I never really knew how that process worked. You know, from a new home standpoint, I understood that it was going to be assessed again.
Yes.
You know, but just from the overall, because everything ties in with everything. You know,
Right.
the tax base, how the home is assessed, and the rates, and et cetera. So it's very good. Thank you for stepping into that role.
Thank you.
In the website, all this is on. We'll get in touch with you.
There is a website.
Right.
One of the features is Ask the Assessor, and they can give a specific question that I review and select members of my staff, and somebody answers it on the web. So you can contact us by coming into the office or going on the website or going on the telephone. And we're pretty busy with inquiries because everybody wants to know what we're doing.
Why is my home valued so much? Not gonna. Thank you so much for sharing the information with us.
And we're here tonight with
brochures regarding what we do.
Okay, very good. Or since you're going to be watching this, not here tonight, you certainly go over to the town website and look for Ask the Assessor.
Yes.
It's excellent. There you go, and you get a response. Excellent.
Yes, we do.
Excellent. Thank you again. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye now.
Bye. There's a man with a colorful tie. So I missed. We're with
TGI.
TGI, a supporter of Make-A-Wish. Very good.
Yeah.
So TGI, let's talk about TGI. What exactly is TGI?
TGI is a 54-year-old company-owned, family-owned company. Anything relating to a document, we can handle. So if you need to help create a document, we can help with that. Document storage, document retrieval. All right, you need to mail a document, we have postage equipment. You need to copy a printed document, we can do that. Data storage, up to the cloud, to a server. We do managed IT. We can manage a fleet of desktop printers for organizations. So it all goes back to anything relating to a document we can handle.
Right, and I'm sure on the security side of it too, I don't mean losing the document, like a document should only be looked at by certain people in certain departments depending upon HIPAA rules or whatever other regulations.
You got HIPAA on the medical side, you got FERPA on the education side. I'm amazed sometimes you walk into a healthcare facility and they have fax machines laying around.
Can't do that.
They can't do that.
No.
But people still haven't, really fully embraced that. So we definitely help with document security. The products that we sell are very secure. They meet Defense Department requirements that once a document is scanned or once it's printed, that hard drive is wiped 7 times.
Right.
So there's no trace of that document.
That's interesting. And it's what we need to do now with documents.
That's
it
right.
keeps changing. Website is going to be TGI.
TGIOA.com.
TGIOA.com. And before we go, the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Might as well get a little comment in over there. You're wearing a pin.
I'm wearing a pin because my daughter works for Make-A-Wish in Suffolk County.
Good.
So it's just to help her with awareness. They do tremendous work. And like I said, just help them with awareness, support some of their events, and go on from there.
Very good. I'm glad I asked that.
Super.
All right, terrific. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
guys. Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
You too. We're here now with Dr. Young's Chiropractic and Wellness.
Hello.
There we go. So you're out here representing the company?
Yes, I love what I do. We're all about health and wellness. Yeah, I know, right? That's important.
Yeah, I know.
But we're all about health and wellness and teaching people not to always resort straight to drugs and surgery, to find the most holistic way possible to make themselves healthier. We do that through acupuncture, chiropractic work, massage, nutrition, and vitamins. So we try our best to give them the whole body approach.
Right. See, it's a great idea. But usually there's some triggering event. There's something that happens before you go and try to get healthy, and that's right. That probably sums it up.
Yeah.
Is that we get sick and then we go look to for other alternatives. Is trying to get in front of people before they get sick. On that preventative side, really makes
I
it much
agree.
better. But
a lot of times people don't realize, but headaches are not natural. Menopause isn't natural. All these things that we dub natural is really not natural. Those are already warning signs. So a lot of the times, actually, we're all most of us, I'm telling you, 90% of us are sick here in this room, and we don't realize it because we made it socially acceptable. Do you understand? So truthfully, it's really whether or not if it's bothering someone that bad or not, like you said.
Right.
If it's really interrupting their life that bad enough, that's when they come to us, and that's when we can help them realize that this isn't normal. And that we give them the ways to solve that.
Right. And is there a couple of methods that you use in order to get in front of people, like a newsletter, the website?
We actually do events like this, so we go to multiple events. Like I at least have 3 events a week, and I'm the PR, so I'm his public relations. And the best way is just getting into the public, fundraising events, doing things for the local community that boosts up their businesses or other people's businesses, but also promotes health and our business as well.
Right. That's good. Hey, I'm involved with a couple of nonprofits, so we'll certainly talk about
wonderful.
that. Yeah. So give me the website before we go.
Okay. That's funny. We actually mainly go off our Facebook, which is
really? Okay.
Yeah,
I guess sign it. It's on.
Chiropractic and Wellness Solutions, but it is Dr. Brian Young's Chiropractic. I don't really know his.
Facebook is fine. We can all find it there. Everybody's on Facebook.
Yeah, dryoungs.com.
Yeah, easy enough. So yeah, we'll give me a call. I'm involved with a couple of nonprofits. That's besides what I do.
Wow,
different
thank you
things.
so much.
You got it. Okay, keep doing what you're doing. Keep the world healthy. Get the world healthy. Man, do we all need to be healthy? We're going to swing a little bit to your right, my friend. Here we go. We're going to meet up with the rest of the business that are in the back room. Express Employment Professional. You got a moment or two to talk? Sure. All right, here we are. We're now here with Express Employment Professionals. And your name is?
Tom McManus.
Tom McManus. Tom, so tell me a little bit about the company.
Express Employment Professionals, we are a franchise system. So I and my wife are the owners out here on the easternmost office of Long Island. So we cover everything from Ronkonkoma all the way out to the Forks. We cover staffing needs from professionals, C-suite executives, down to your cleaners and dishwashers that you may need for a business here on Long Island.
So when you're looking for referrals, are you looking for people that are looking for a job, or are you better finding it with meeting companies that need employees?
We do both. So we handle both the recruitment side and making the relationships with the business owners and companies here on Long Island to be able to staff for them and the needs that they have.
Okay, and is there a success story that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, I mean, we recently were able to work with a very small client who had trouble because they had a person who had left their business without much of a timeline, and they needed somebody right away. So we were able to get somebody to them within a day. That person is still working there. They just decided to give that person a great raise, and she's working out great for them. And on top of that, they needed another person that they came back to us for, and we gave them another great person that they're working with.
It's a great story. Perfect match on their side. You get additional business on your side, creates customer loyalty. That's why people talk about companies like yours. The website that is going to be used, the easiest place for people to get a hold of you?
www.expresspros.com. You can also like us on Facebook, which is Express Employment Professionals of Eastern Long Island.
Very good. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for coming down here tonight, too. It's great when the local businesses are here. And we got our friends out at Eastwind. See, you're kind of cool. You cover both Brookhaven and Riverhead on the township side of things. So you're friends with everybody.
Yes, we are. We are one of the East End's premier hotel and catering facilities. We have over 22,000 square feet of meeting space that we're able to do not only weddings, which we're pretty much known for, but for catering corporate meetings as well.
Yeah. So, you know, the corporate side of things is truly important. And I know in Long Island, there's plenty of meeting rooms, you need a place for a small meeting. But the combination with the hotel, you're near all kinds of golf courses, water, wineries, it just keeps on going, and certainly with the large ballroom, which we turned into a large conference room, it really makes a lot of sense for Eastwind to be focused on that business.
Very true. We try to pride ourselves as a destination location, a staycation for the weekenders, with the hotel and the restaurants we have on property, as well as our shops, that guests can come out and stay with us, and even corporate businesses can even do a little retreat on their own and go out to the wineries or do a team building event with us, and then have some time to relax and use our spa or go to our shops.
And the shops also, there's 16 of them, something like that. Well, rough 20. Okay, 20 different shops. They're all unique in what they do, too.
They're all local vendors from all over Long Island. They're not your typical box stores, so we have a lot of great different kinds of varieties there. We have a sweet shop. We have a bakery. We just opened up our family-style restaurant, Ruggero's. So it's a lot of great stuff for people to come out and visit.
A lot of things going on premises and in the surrounding area too.
Exactly.
Eastwind Caterers, it's just eastwindcaterers.com?
Yes, it's just eastwindlongisland.com.
Okay, eastwindlongisland.com. Great place to go. Staycation, vacation for our folks that are traveling in. I saw you, Ray. And for our folks that are traveling in, businesses for a retreat, either it's a day retreat, weekend retreat, whatever. It all makes a whole lot of sense to go and do that. So it's all very important. We're talking coffee over here. Lots of coffee. Village Coffee Market, just in case I don't get back over there. Village Coffee Market. Website is going to be villagecoffeemarket.com. They're in Stony Brook Village, all kinds of coffees. So if we don't get back to them, we'll make sure we get a photo, get them on there someplace. We're here with, we talk about the company. You got a second?
Big Step Coaching, yes, I do.
Okay, good.
Big Step Coaching, we do executive coaching and then leadership and training. And then right now we're doing a lot of sexual harassment training because of the new laws coming out through New York State.
Yeah, it's a big race to get that done, but I know that's also been extended out a little bit.
Yeah, fortunately, it was October 9th. They needed to have it done by January 1st. They've pushed it out to January 1st of October 9th of next year. Nice. But it's you're still under the gun to get it done. Right. They've reduced the requirement for employees who are training them within 30 days, fortunately. but it's a requirement to get done. The policy posting, most employers need to have a policy posting and a poster in their workplace showing that they have that, as well as the new complaint form. So there is a model complaint form that all employers need to have. There's a URL I created that sends you to the website that you can get that. It's called www.nyssexualharassment.info. That will take you directly to the state site where all those forms are downloadable from the state, or they can contact me if they want it, Matthew at bigstepcoaching.com, and then you can get them and I can send them right out to you.
Just one more question on with the sexual harassment training that has to take place. Is there a size business, or I was under the impression that it's any size business has to have the training program?
If you have an employee ID number, so you're a business of one, you need to do the training. So I've been speaking at a lot of the Chambers of Commerce Business Alliances to the small businesses because they don't necessarily have a plan, they don't have an HR department or training department. So we've been grouping them together to do trainings. So like I do in West Hampton and some other places. So there'll be more coming like that.
Okay. And then the rest of the coaching side of it. I'm sure you didn't get started on the coaching side because of this, since this is such a new thing. But what is the main focus of the business on the coaching?
Well, the coaching I do, Marshall Goldsmith does a certification. He's the #1 executive coach in the world, and we do a 360-degree assessment. So the assessment would be your coworkers, your supervisors, and your subordinates do a feedback for you, and we identify like 2 or 3 things for that person to work on, and then we go in and coach them at creating the really managing the perceptions or whether or not you're doing something. So if, say there's a communication style that somebody isn't getting across the right way, they may think they are, but the perception is that they're not. So we help them manage the perception to say, well, you have to do this much so that the perception is that you're doing that, because that's all that matters to the people.
Right.
You know, reality is one thing, but the perception is what they think.
It's everything. I talk on the branding side of things too from a company. What does your website say, your LinkedIn page, your Facebook say about you?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, no, that's not what I meant. Well, once you get into, no, that's not what I meant. That's not good. It's not effective for anybody. The website that people could go to reach out to you would be?
www.bigstepcoaching.com.
Perfect. Easy enough. Very good. Thank you very much for coming down here. Yep. Thank you. All right. We can come on to Powering Today, Protecting Tomorrow.
Yes.
Do you want to expand on that?
We are the world leader in energy from waste, and we're happy to be here. We process all of the town of Brookhaven's waste at the Hempstead facility, where I work in Westbury, New York. So, yeah.
I pass by that facility quite frequently.
So do a lot of people here.
Yeah, it's right off the Meadowbrook, right?
Correct,
You know, so it certainly seems to be going all the time. And they were processing all of the not all, but how much of the garbage, of the refuse, are you actually able to process in a facility like that? Whereas how much needs to actually stay in a landfill?
So we process about 3,000 tons a day at the Hempstead facility, and we reduce by volume by 90%. So 10% is the residual that comes back out this way.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. You know, we were talking to other companies about recycling, you know, but there's some things we just can't recycle. So at least you're on the reduction side.
We are a great sustainable solution. Right.
So good. What would be the website people can go to get information? Are you looking for employees? What would you be looking for at an event like this?
Well, we're here primarily just to educate the community and to show what good corporate citizens that we are. We're always looking for good employees, and some can start from the bottom up. We hire trained mechanics, operators, and they can go on Covanta.com to see the list of job opportunities at the 4 Long Island facilities.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you so much. All right, all good there. Yeah, we do a job fair in June, so I mean that's an opportunity. They're there for the job fair. Yep, I was just told they're there for the job fair, which is great. And you go to jobhaven.org. Got to look for that answer. You got time to do an interview, or you good? So you can go to jobhaven.org to take a look at some of the businesses, the businesses that are currently hiring. If you go back to the job fair we did in 2017, I believe the list of participating companies is probably still there. So you can either look at that, or you can take a look at the video that we did. We wound up interviewing maybe half or so of the participating companies, so you can get some insight as to what they'd be looking for in an employee and what the commonalities are if you're interviewing someplace else also. So that's the brookhavenbac.org, and you can take a look at the videos and the past events. So we are now here. Thanks for listening to me kind of go on that one a little bit. So you're with, what's the name of the company?
Healthy Basement Systems.
Healthy Basement. Oh, I saw that on the site. Well, so I could guess, well, I could come in my own mind as to what I think a healthy basement's like, but go ahead. What is a healthy basement?
Healthy basement, it's a dry, mold-free basement. It's comfortable in there. It doesn't smell. Basically what you think a healthy basement is. Healthy, comfortable.
And that's being done by additional windows, ventilation systems?
We'll basically do everything from finishing. We'll waterproof it from the inside. We'll seal it off. If it's crawl space, we'll seal everything off. And then we'll finishing with products that are mold resistant and are functional in the basement.
Right. And an event like this, where it's business to business, so we don't have a lot of people coming in, it's not the focus, we'll say, of people coming in looking for basement repair. But what kind of a company would you be looking to partner with, or as a referral partner?
Basically anyone who will come across somebody with basement problems. Even if we're just connecting and building a relationship, that's all it's about.
Right. So everything the real estate agents, home remodel is for that one. Would make sense. The roof repair, because the water, if the roof's leaking, the water's going someplace.
That's very true. And also the home inspectors too. We even offer instructional 90-minute sessions where we'll just tell people, look, this is what you should look for, and then if you see that problem, give us a call. We'll fix it for you.
Very good. And where should they go in order to get information about that, or to get in touch with you?
Yeah, if you go to www.Healthy Basement Systems, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all over.
Yep. Perfect. Very good. Thank you so much. Thanks. Thank you. You got it. All right. Healthy basements. Boy, does that make sense? And it's a whole bunch of square footage in the house that should be used, could be used a lot more effectively than maybe what most of us do, or what I did. Just turned it into a storage facility. John, good to see you.
How are you?
Very good.
Good to see you as well.
So we at another event, you got this books program going on, which I think is absolutely phenomenal.
Right.
So, all right, that's John. Go ahead a little bit.
John from Investors Bank. Investors Bank is the largest regional bank based out of New Jersey, now growing on Long Island through Nassau and Suffolk and the 5 boroughs.
And the book program.
We are heavily involved with not-for-profits, and one of the not-for-profits that we're sponsored with is the Book Fairies, who collect books and bring them back into the community for people that either can't afford books or can't afford book programs throughout their community. So Investors has a event at the Wantor branch where we are going to be collecting and promoting books for the Book Fairies, bringing them in for the holiday time so families have books for their kids and young adults for the holiday time.
Yeah, I think it's a great program, because books can be so inspirational. Absolutely. And there's a book that I actually contributed to, and I had heard you talk about that I'd love to do, because it was a book that it's over at the Time to Play desk. It's if I knew now, if I knew then what I know now. So it really what it was, like 15 or so different people contributed to it about telling their life stories, what I knew at a younger age, and I think that'd be a great book to deliver out over there. You too, John. All right, I think all the media we got from before, that's good. How we doing? We're good on camera?
Yes.
All right, we're good on camera. Another man with a beard. I'll be talking. I'll go in beard talk.
Winter's coming, so you got to stay warm.
That's it. I practiced a couple of months ago to see if this thing would work, and here it is.
It's good on you. I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Go watch last year's video versus this. It's different. Anyhow, we're not here. We're talking about staying clean.
Stay clean, Long
As
Island.
you sit here with dirty beard. Sorry, stay clean, Long Island.
Stay
We'll
clean,
get
Long
serious.
Island.
And that is?
We offer the full spectrum of interior cleaning services in residential commercial settings. I've personally been in the cleaning business for almost a decade now. We're a very versatile company. We're able to do it all. If it's in the inside of a home or business, we can clean it. So that's anything from recurring housekeeping services to carpet, tile and grout, and some commercial work as well.
That's interesting. Yeah. You got to meet up with the folks over at Healthy Basement.
Okay.
It's same kind of thing, a different aspect of cleaning, because they're not really cleaning. They're making sure that it's well ventilated, etc.
Sure. Yeah. So that's actually, I have a pretty extensive background in restoration. So
yeah.
If a basement wasn't healthy and sealed correctly, I'd be the one that came in after they had a flood or something like that. So that's kind of my background.
Right. Okay.
4 years ago, I started this company, kind of used all the knowledge I had from that time, and used that to build a company that's versatile, but also embraces technology in a lot of ways. So what I mean by that is we're very up on all the latest in green cleaning technology, but we also we do things like sending text messages when we're around to customers' houses, emailed appointment reminders, and also just staying certified. We have 6 different nationally recognized certifications that are just kind of keep us up to date on all the latest.
Are you also helping the consumer stay a little bit more organized? I mean, you go in there, you clean the home, you come back a month later, and it's back to where it was. Like, oh man.
It's a little bit of both. Yeah, it's the technical side of things, getting things cleaned and with a health first perspective, but it's also there's a neatness aspect to it. There's an appearance thing to it. So that's equal of an equal importance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, it's always interesting how people get into these professions or how they start their own companies. You know, and yours is one of those stories. So, you made that leap over, said, all right, that's it. I got to do this on my own. You know what you want to do?
I did.
And you know how to do it.
I did. And I had the technical knowledge, but I also saw that there was a gap there as far as in the line. It's not a known fact, but there's actually no licensing or anything in the cleaning world, so it's kind of a wild west in that aspect. So I've kind of taken upon myself to be certified. We're fully insured as far as workers' comp and having $3 million in general liability, which is above average. And just what I was saying before, the education and certifications are kind of above and beyond what the normal cleaning company would have, in the hopes that we're going to teach our clients a little something too while we're doing the cleaning.
And keep sending those emails in advance of when you're coming and the information that's on there. There's another company I know that did that. They also included a picture of the person that was going to show up from a security standpoint. I tell you, it went over so unbelievably well, and then people started talking about it.
Yeah.
And that, my friend, is
in the most interior aspects of somebody's home or in their business after hours, you want to know who it is that's going into your house. You want to have a face to that name.
And you want to make it easy for them to start telling other people too.
Exactly.
All right. How can people find you? And this way they can tell their friends and so on and so forth.
Yeah, so the best place to find us is staycleanli.com.
Easy enough, staycleanli.com. Thank you so much. Thanks for doing what you do, too. So we are here with Tapped Enterprises.
That's it.
And Tapped Enterprises is?
We're a bus company, full service transportation, but we specialize in brewery tours and winery tours.
Nice.
And all types of tours on the North
Now I know
Fork.
why he was talking to you.
Yep.
So, local, like the Long Island wineries, or you go upstate, for apple picking and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we could go, we're all over,
wineries up there
but
too.
I mean, we're a full service bus company. We specialize in the tours, but, we got our bus going a Sunday to a Jets game, so anything you need.
right.
But we specialize. I started homebrewing about 8 years ago when the craft beer boom started hitting on Long Island. And then, so I'm knowledgeable about beer, can give beer tours myself, and, take people into the back of the breweries. I can talk about how the beer is made.
Nice.
And, I really appreciate, everything that's going on Long Island with local artisanal beer and wine and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know the wine circle huge. That's grown to be a phenomenal industry. The beer, I think, is growing.
Oh, it's huge.
Right?
Yeah, we got 30 plus breweries now on the island. There's 4 in Riverhead alone right now. Another one's opening up in Patchogue. Obviously, you have Blue Point that was, just took over Briarcliff College. Yeah, it's Briarcliff College. We got 3 in Bayshore. So yeah, they're popping up all over the place, from small size to a little larger. So
right,
yeah.
that's good. And then so you get the full transportation with the buses and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm sure you got full certification on drivers.
Oh yeah, of course.
it's
We're all
become
DOT'd. Yeah, we're all DOT'd. All the buses are DOT'd. We got six buses in the fleet now, from 14 passenger up to 27 passenger, and party buses. We do a lot of bachelorette parties, bachelor parties, a lot of 40th, 30th, 50th birthday parties, anything they need celebrating. 60?
60?
We do a lot of 60s. Come on.
I'm nearing in on that milestone.
We do them all. We do it all. We had a 75th birthday party
all right, there we go.
2 years ago.
So I got multiple opportunities.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Or if you just want to go out with some friends, that's all you need.
That's an idea, too.
Yeah.
The website is
tappedenterprises.com. Or we also have libeerbus.com for the brewery tours, or liwinebus.com for wine tours.
And assuming you go to any one site, it's all connected with the other sites.
Yeah, it all connected. The World Wide Web.
All right, good.
Yeah.
And what was the website, the first website?
Tappedenterprises.com.
Tappedenterprises.com. Excellent. Very good. We'll certainly be in touch. All right, here we are. We're now here with SunPower, another solar company, and it's so important to solar. It is the wave of the future. Actually, it's been in the past. I don't know why we continue to ignore it. We wait for these tax credits to come through, otherwise we don't do it. But if you're staying in your home, and I'm sure the time frame is a lot shorter than this number, but so many people are staying in their home for 20, 30, 40 years, it makes no sense not to put a solar power, or at least of some system.
I agree. New York State and the federal incentives in New York are some of the best in the entire country, so everyone's going solar. Why not you?
There you go. We'll see if we can cut that one out for you. But anyway, so the tax credit programs are still ongoing? Because I thought they come and go? It's not a permanent thing?
They're locked in for a certain time frame, and right now they're locked in till the end of 2019.
Okay.
So the savings are significant. The return on the investment is excellent, better than any stock portfolio or any investment out right now. So the savings are real, and it's something that we all need to be thinking about.
And are we owning the system or are we leasing the system?
Owning is
Owning it, all right.
the way to go.
So somebody in the home for 40 years, they're looking at virtually free electricity after whatever the amount of years are. I know it's less than 10 years, whatever it might be.
Your investment is usually, anywhere between 3 and 5 years.
Oh, is that low?
It depends on every home is custom, but basically, this is.
I'm sure it has to do with tree coverage, the direction of the roof, all that stuff. So would you analyze that going in, even to the point where maybe a house just doesn't make sense for solar, and this way you're managing expectations?
We do. If it doesn't work for you, if you live in a jungle, or if it's just not advantageous, we'll definitely let you know. And we show you. We definitely like to educate as part of the process, and consult and advise you on what's going to work best for you. So, yeah.
So anybody who's thinking about staying at home for a couple of years at least, it makes sense for you to come in. You can do an assessment. It might not even be a bad thing to pass on to the next homeowner. If you're selling a home as a possibility, although we could probably debate that out with the real estate agents, but certainly to reach out to you if you plan on staying at home. How are they? What would be the website, or how's the best way to reach you?
Right. Best way to reach us is go to empower-solar.com. We've been around for 15 years, and we do all kinds of installations in Suffolk and Nassau County, New York City, Westchester. We would set up a consultation, show you your options, and then take the next steps from there.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's all good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And that's Empower. That's EMPower. empower.com to get the proper website. So that's good. All right, you got it. Quinn, Lynn Agency. Lynn Agency. There we go. I got the L in there. And your name is?
Sean.
Sean. So is this your agency or?
It's not my agency. We're Lynn Agency. We're based out of Queens, New York. We cover 5 boroughs and all of Long Island. We actually do a unique program out here, not just out here, but everywhere in New York. Instead of someone having a home health aide, we actually provide payment to family members to be the caregiver. So a client has someone they know as their caregiver and not a stranger. And the best care usually comes from someone they know.
Yeah, it's interesting because I know a number of families, where it's always one sibling out of the bunch, that is now the one going to visit or take care of mom or dad, and that can be a financial drain.
Yeah, it really can. And what happens is a lot of people refuse care because they don't want that stranger in their home. They end up falling, they're on their own, and then they end up in the hospital and then back home, and then it just keeps reoccurring. And that's not good for anybody. So this way, it brings a little more money into the household for someone that lives there with a client or not, and you get paid. A lot of people are doing it right now, just not getting paid for it. So this is a pretty good program for people, and a lot of people surprisingly don't know about it.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions with whether or not a family would qualify for that or a caregiver would qualify for that. On your website, is there like a questionnaire, or should they just call you?
If they visit linhomecare.com or call us at 631-772-7100, they can get all the information they need, but the client has to have Medicaid, or at least be eligible for Medicaid. If they don't have it, we will assist them for free in applying for it. And if they can't come to us, we'll come out to them.
Okay, good. So it makes sense. Anybody who might have a ongoing situation also with a caregiver role, they could still reach out to you. This is still a possibility.
100%, yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, thank you so much. This is not your first time over at this show. I want to thank you for coming back.
No problem.
Yeah.
Tim from Nikon Diamonds and Tools.
Yeah.
We've been in the business for 20 years.
That's it.
Yeah. We specialize in concrete cutting.
Right.
We sell a lot of stuff to a lot of people.
Right. But mostly commercial. I was going to say mostly
commercial,
residential.
municipalities, contractors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, you're going back to the healthy basement. I keep kind of going back to that one. You know, I wonder if they would have, like if somebody was going to put one of those egress windows in a basement, they got to cut through the concrete to do it. You would be an appropriate tool to use.
Yes.
So it's the contractors that they would use if they don't do it themselves.
Absolutely.
This would be
Right, we have the tools for all that.
Right.
You know.
So you're looking at a business-to-business event.
Yes.
So what kind of companies are you actually looking to meet with here in order to further your business?
Oh, all municipalities, contractors, everybody.
Right.
You know, we help everybody that we can.
That's all.
Whether it's rentals or they buy.
Right.
You know.
As long as somebody's doing the work or the work's got to be done, you'd be the people to call.
That's true.
That's what it comes down to, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
And what was the website again?
Nikon, www.nikon.com.
Very good. Okay. All right. Thank you again very much for coming down here tonight.
Yes.
It's an attention-grabbing light tip.
It is. Somebody just came over from a couple of miles over, said they saw the badge
They saw the blinking light, said, all right, what's going on?
And said, what's going on? Came over to talk. So yeah.
Mr. Promotion, so how did you wind up in the business of promotion business?
I'm in the business, born in the business. My father was in the business from the 50s, so I grew up in the business. I'm in it now 32 years.
And
Lots of
I
experience.
imagine a little bit has changed over the last 32 years.
Oh,
right
things
now,
have,
we used to just give out pens, pencils, number 2 pencils.
things have changed. Things used to be. I'm in the business before fax machines.
Yeah.
I'm in the business still from telexes. So it's things have changed now to emailing, artwork, and obviously everything else like that.
So has that made it harder, actually, because you now have all of these possibilities that could be used to make promotional items.
Correct.
So is it too much, right? You can print anything on anything, you know.
To some extent, there is definitely more pressure. Customers are looking for things faster. Expect everything to be done the same way you can do it with a text message, an email, a WhatsApp. But you can talk to a factory and get an answer and get a proof quicker and get answers from your customers wherever they are. They can be on the road. They can be in. I've actually talked to clients on a boat while scuba diving in Hawaii, on a scuba diving trip, and had my customers, be able to respond to customers and have my customers respond to me and take care of business while I was.
While you were away.
While I was away.
While you were underwater.
Yeah, while I was underwater.
So now we know what to get you for a promotional product.
Above water.
Mr. Promotions. I can handle it even when I'm scuba diving.
Yes.
So put a little scuba diver out there with your name on it.
But we do, I'm in the business 32 years. I have a lot of experience. I do a lot of corporate work, schools, summer camps, car dealerships, and a very strong niche for me actually is the party scene. Bar bat mitzvahs, sweet 16s, and the like, the swag for those events, smaller quantities, but we do a lot of them, and we're very good with them. We know the clientele, we're able to talk to them, sometimes talk them off a ledge, and but get them the right item. The most important thing for me is getting the customer the right item, whether it's a school, somebody for senior citizens, for children, a clothing store, corporate, it really doesn't make a difference. You have to get the right item, otherwise the promotion's not going to work.
Right. So there you go. So if you're not sure what the right item is for your event, either corporate event, personal event, bar mitzvah, wedding, whatever it is, you got to get in touch with Mr. Promotion. He's got to walk you through it, walk you off the ledge.
Be happy to do it for you.
Very graphic, that walking off the ledge. Website is going to be
MrPromotion.com, and that's Mr. spelled out, M-I-S-T-E-R, promotion singular, P-R-O-M-O-T-I-O-N.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
That sounds like it'd be an interesting conversation. Hey, I got this party going on, whatever it is, and create some promotional items for it, some takeaway giveaways, some things that'll make the event even more memorable. We have a moment or two for this interview?
Sure.
Excellent. Here we go. I'm going to dart around this way. Mark's here too. It's all good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, all right. Oh, so we are, I should have looked. Impact Environmental.
Yes, hi.
That sounds life-changing.
It's doing good for the environment as well as your business.
That's a nice combination.
Yeah, absolutely. We remediate properties and make them viable for production and commercial use. So we take, if you have a large land and it's got some environmental issues and you want to make it profitable again, you got to fix the cleanup and then you make it into a viable business.
Are you talking like Superfund sites, that kind of it?
Superfund sites, brownfield sites, but we also do your small dry cleaner or gas station or
the oil tank
Yeah,
issue?
big or small, we're scalable. We can
Right.
handle a small project to a large scale project.
Right. So anything from the oil tank at the house to a gas station to
Exactly.
some of the other issues that are floating around here.
Exactly, and we've done a lot around Long Island and New York City to help out the area, and we want to do more. So.
Yeah. Is there one story that stands out that you'd like to highlight?
There's one story where we actually have someone who worked with us who the property was really, like you walked into it was like brown and gray, and after a couple of years remediating it, now growth is green and gray, and then they're going to build it into a large warehouse space, and it's just turned from brown to green. So
That
great.
sounds perfect.
Yeah.
That's a great photo opportunity
exactly.
also, right? I hope we got that one on camera. It's all good. All right, so the website is
impactenvironmental.com.
Excellent. All right,
Yep.
so either homeowners or builders or
We do
contractors.
mostly commercial work, but of course, any job big or small we'll handle. So.
All right, very good.
Yep.
So you talk to the guy down there that makes those saw blades.
Yes.
I bet you he knows a few people that would be able to use your services.
I'm sure he does, yeah.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much for coming down here tonight. Good seeing you too, my friend.
Yeah, too. The Business Power Hour, Darren and the Music Man.
Right on. Area 22 Productions.
Area 22 Productions every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. You can see it on Twitch, Facebook Live, right? You were on Facebook Live last night.
Absolutely, yep. I watched
Watching
last
the
night.
show. Yep, absolutely.
I do. I was
So-
honored to be a guest also on one occasion.
That's right. That's
Had a
right.
chance
You
to
came
promote
on.
the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, what we were doing.
Yeah, we help businesses promote themselves and let you come on and tell your story.
Yes.
That's
So
what we
besides
do.
the nice things you do for the world,
right.
we're doing the TV show, and it really is very good because you
Yeah.
get a chance to introduce other business owners that are doing good things, through the program.
Right.
But you also have been, you've seen your career path change around a little bit.
Right, absolutely.
So you want
yeah.
to share that? Because that's
Well,
actually been a pretty big story here tonight. A lot of folks started their own business because of something else.
Well, and on the show we talk about that quite a bit because the entrepreneurs that we deal with on the show, there's always a life-changing thing that happened and make them change what they're doing. Well, I'm not that far off from where I started because, as you know, I started as an accountant. I worked in public accounting. I went and worked in private accounting. Then I became a consultant for a IT firm that was putting accounting systems in. So from that perspective, I got a very different look in on how to do accounting. And then I created my own firm. And we started out very differently than a lot of accounting firms do. We really pay attention to everything going on with our clients. And I don't mean that as a slight to other accounting firms, but the traditional accounting firms build up on how many tax returns they get done, how many audits they can do, and things like that. So they're not involved in the day-to-day operations of their clients. We are.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of what we do at CBMS is, we help those small businesses actually grow. And through the years, since we've been doing this since 2001, it's really morphed into, we're doing executive and business coaching. We're helping those small and medium-sized businesses, especially people who are just starting out. We're helping them figure out and not make all the same mistakes we've seen 1,000 times that a lot of business owners make. So one of the things that I pride myself on is being able to come in and help a company. Now, we don't have to do your accounting.
Right.
We have clients where we just come in and we help you just streamline your operations, get your systems in place, and actually, give you that shoulder to cry on and complain about it. My partner Michelle all the time says to me, she goes, "You're a therapist. You should have a therapy sign up," because a lot of times I'm on the phone with my clients just talking them off the ledge. Something's not going right, something's not going wrong, and I become that calming influence to help them get to that next level.
It's the proactive side of it.
Yes.
And I enjoy the coaching world myself, but it's the proactive side of it because then you can really help guide somebody along.
Right.
And it's also frustrating too because some of us think that we're more coachable than we are.
Well,
It's the balance between the ego and the ego of oneself versus the desire to keep the business going or to make the business a true success as to what's more important at the moment.
It's learning your client, right, and helping them navigate to where they got to go without butting against their ego.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky thing at times.
It definitely is.
Sometimes you just want to smack them in the head and say, no.
Hey, we could keep going for the hour that your show is. My show is a little bit shorter than that one because the whole thing's only about 2.5 hours. And I still got a half a room to get to over here. So Darren Chiaffi, CBMS Marketing.
Right. CBMS Consulting Services.
Right.
Consulting Services. I'm also a member of the Long Island Speakers Bureau. This gentleman is the Chief Talent Agent.
Chief Talent Agent.
Chief Talent at Long Island
I get
Speakers Bureau.
to I get to ruin people's days. I'm sorry, but you're not. You know, it's funny. And Sheila Skolnick just stopped by. Right. Sheila's also a member of the Long Island Speakers Bureau. Mwah.
Which is a fantastic place to be in.
Yeah, and Sheila's got her own story. You just got done speaking at a big event, over here, right? You want to just explain that one a little bit?
It was an event with Damon John, and I spoke on the round table, which is really 6 people across. And I spoke my own speaking in the ballroom on my principles of business, and it all went very well. And the event had like 400 people, and it was truly a huge event for Long Island.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can create more and more of those big events on Long Island. Because there's a lot of, as Darren was just talking, Sheila on the coaching side, and many other people. There's a lot of businesses on Long Island that could really use some of the knowledge. I'll say some of the mistakes that we've made along the way, and to impart that on everybody here. It truly is.
And from that particular speaking event, I can't tell you how many coaching jobs, and people are calling me across the country. I'm going, huh? So these things are well worth it to go to.
Yeah, that's it. So we're going to get you into doing webinars. We'll do the Zoom webinars and that kind of thing. We'll speak to the technology company. Sheila, actually terrific.
Jackie Wallison.
Jackie Wallison.
From ServPro of Port Jefferson, Stony Brook, Hicksville, Plainsville. We are fire, water, restoration, cleanup service. We handle all mold. We are a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week service. We work with all insurance companies. Our slogan is, we clean up like it never ever happened.
It's actually a nice slogan.
It is,
yes. Especially, after the fact, because when the homeowner, after the thing happens, they leave and then come back and it's nice and clean.
Yes.
They don't watch this process.
Well, we have some of them that do want to stay and watch their valuables, but most of the time, a lot of the homeowners are in the home when we are doing a cleanup service. Some do leave. Some have to go to a hotel residency to stay if they have bad water damage and the house is not livable.
Yeah. Now I'm curious where I was going with that one too. It's like, all right, my house is a mess. I leave, I come back a day, 2, whatever it is, later, depending upon it. And it's crystal clean. I mean, that's got to be a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling.
Another before and after photo.
Absolutely.
Got a couple of photo opportunities with the work that you people do. It's great. How'd you wind up with ServPro? What was the story there?
ServPro, actually, I am a personal trainer at a gym, and the owner of ServPro, which is Risa Kluger, I used to train her for 2.5 years. She liked my motivation with the people and how I work, so she asked me to come on board and do their marketing. And now, 3 years later, I'm with ServPro.
There you go, communication skills.
That's what it's all
we'll
about.
put a plug in there for communication skills on that.
Thank you very much.
Everything. We do a job fair in June, and I can't tell you how many businesses talk about communication skills in one respect or another, whether it's body language, eye contact. It's so unbelievably
First impressions
important.
are the best impressions.
Yes, and having you walk in there with the confidence, saying, I got this, don't worry about your house.
Absolutely.
ServPro is here, we'll make it all right.
Thank you.
That's perfect stuff. Website they go into is ServPro.
ServPro. ServPro.net.
Yeah, perfect. It's all good. Very good. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you.
John is at Brothers 2 Business Machines. You want to put the battery back in?
I'm okay.
We're here with John at Brothers 2 Business Machines. John, it's a pleasure to have you down here at the event. It's all good?
Nice to meet you.
All right, so you got business machines. We're at a business-to-business expo. I got to imagine your answer to this one is like, who are you looking to do business with? It really is everybody, even the folks with the home businesses.
Yeah, we're a business-to-business company. We do business with schools. Anybody that's on Long Island is our primary customer.
Right. And how did you get started with this is a franchise that you have?
This is a business that was started by my family. My older brother started the company.
Good. Even better.
In 1978.
Right.
And we're a distributor for a major manufacturer.
Yeah.
Kyocera. And we help customers turn their paper documents into digital documents and make them easy to find.
Right. And what about the storage side of things? I mean, besides just putting things into folders, we got the different kind of regulations where certain portions of documents, where certain documents can be seen by some people within an organization, others not. You have these systems that you work with on that too?
Yes, all of our scanning solutions have the highest security standards. We help clients, on the faxing end. so they don't get hacked. That's the latest, that the hacking is occurring through the phone lines and the internet lines, so we help protect them so that can't happen. Help them protect their network system.
Yeah, that's a new one. Getting hacked through the phone line on a fax going out. So it's absolutely incredible where it goes. Your phone number I see is 631-981-2900. The website that people can go to?
Is www.brothersii.com.
Brothersii.com. Like the way you do that one. John, thank you so much. Glad you're down here tonight. Compass Workforce Solutions. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm very good. So you want to tell us a little bit about your company and how you got started with the whole thing?
All right. Well, we were founded in 2009, and we're a woman-owned business. I'm the principal, Christina Polito, and every year we've grown over 100%. So our service is really supporting small businesses in the 5 boroughs, Long Island, Northern New Jersey, and New York. We provide outsourced HR services to small companies. So we're here at the trade show tonight trying to spread the message about the mandatory sexual harassment training that Governor Cuomo has passed into legislation, and everybody has a year to train all of their employees. Yep. So it's one of the things we do is we can train in English and Spanish. We have a training facility in Hauppauge, or we go on site to clients and we train at their location.
There's no minimum business size, for the training where that has to take place. So you're interested in going out or to different businesses, but is it possible to have employees from different companies come to the same location for training?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's pretty clear guidelines on what the model policy requires. So then we train them they're all trained to the same standard.
Right.
Yes.
So it's not necessarily, although each company might have their own issues,
right,
but it's not necessary from a training standpoint for the company to have their own particular training.
Correct. I mean, someone could choose to do that, and then we would go on site and customize the training to their needs. So we do have some clients that want us to spend more time on bullying or civility or professional office etiquette, because those are also issues that can lead up to harassment. And then there's some people that just want their employees trained in the basic requirements.
Right. I guess a lot of it has to do with whether or not their employees are interacting with customers, if their employees' age range is widely different, and there's got to be a multitude of different factors that play into that.
I think the biggest factor is culture, and what type of culture has the leadership set up in the organization, if they've been exposed to the topic at all, or if this is the first time that they've ever been trained. So it's very interesting to see different groups of employees, whether they're from mixed companies or going on site and seeing their response. We've had employees actually stand up and clap for us. They were so excited to have their training, which was a little unusual, but they
maybe
really
there's a story behind that one.
appreciated it. And it gets into very lively dialogue and conversation when people sharing their own points of view and their experiences, but we create a safe environment for them to be able to do that.
Great. Okay, and can you share the website? And this way, if anybody's interested,
our website
people have to be interested in this topic because it's mandatory.
Well, we're a year out from Me Too, so we're still having that same conversation. The website is www.compasswfs.com.
Perfect. Very good. Thank you so much. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All
Thanks
right.
for interviewing us.
Thanks for coming down here tonight. It's information that absolutely needs to be shared. All right. How are you doing?
Very well. How are you?
Good, good. I feel like I just did a little yoga lesson
there. There you go. Stretch it out.
Yeah, it's good. It's the Long Island Computer Networks, Inc.
Yeah, we are a full service. Well, everyone's incorporated now.
Yeah.
We are a full service IT firm.
Okay.
We provide managed services, which is a way for people to call into our help desk if they need assistance. But we do a lot of staff augmentation, where we send our employees to different locations as needed. So we're full service because we handle everything from network infrastructure, servers, computers, wireless networks, phone systems, disaster recovery, security, surveillance, door access. We pretty much cover it all.
And if you're sending your own employees over to the company, is that because they're growing, or is it because you're adding a new system in from a training standpoint, or is yes, all of the above?
Yes, all of the above. So we do a lot of deployments of systems, or where we would do full rack replacements, where we're going in and taking out their equipment they currently have, putting in new equipment, maybe network infrastructure or servers for on-prem services. But we do a lot in the education field and the education market as well. So we send many of our employees to the many districts we support in Suffolk County.
Right. And I assume this is all backed up someplace. Any data that they have, you have, from a backup standpoint, is that portion of it?
To an extent, we do offer off-site backup solutions. We usually encourage people to have backups on-site, and then also have it off-site. And there's a lot of services out there now between AWS through Amazon and Azure, which is through Microsoft, or dealing with Google and what they can do for backups, and they are geographically safe, where they have it all over the world. Should something happen in one location, it can always roll over to your data backed up in another location. So for some of our clients, we do offer off-site backups at our physical location, but we still want them to have some local backups as well.
Excellent. So good. Okay, that's really great. Yep. I'm sure if anybody's got questions or like what they need to update, because everything changes so quickly too, especially if you're putting in new software programs, you'd be happy to speak with them.
Absolutely.
How are they going to be getting in touch with you?
Two ways to get in touch with us, several ways, but the two primary, you can give us a call at 631-443-4050. That's our office line, and we're located primarily in Hauppauge, although we do have technicians all along Long Island, and we even have a couple overseas and down in Florida. But you can also check us out at licn.com, and you can learn more about our company there.
Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing the information. We're now here with the SBNA. That's the Small Business Networking Association. It's nice when I get these things right.
Right.
So tell us all about Small Business Networking Association.
Well, we're a group. We're already 21 members. We'd like to get more. We meet once a week at Mario's at 11:30 in Setauket, and we refer each other business. So it's like having 21 salespeople out there helping you build your business.
Right. No, that's it, and you're all right. If you could really work together with a networking group where everybody is there for everybody else's benefit, that's when it truly works. Then it works for you from a selfish standpoint when everybody's working together as a team.
And it's a great resource. Like Yelena here is an IT person. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Elena.
Hi, I'm Yelena. I'm from TechWorks Consulting, so we provide IT solutions, and Rita actually provides printing.
I'm with Minimum Press Selden, so I provide printing. So you have specialties in the group, and there are resources as well as referrals for you.
Right.
So
and do you do it a one per industry group, or not necessarily?
Well, we do the one per industry group, but our rules are a little bit more relaxed than some of the more strict networking groups. So we get along very well together.
Right. Okay.
There's a great camaraderie in our place.
That's what makes it work.
Right.
I don't care what you do for a living and all the rest of that stuff. It just really doesn't make a difference. If I could use your services, great, but you certainly want to be around. In order for those 21 people to become your sales force, they have to be good people. Mm-hmm. Whatever the specialty is, they just have to be good people. And then, of course, grow from there. So, the folks, is there like different industries that you're looking for now to participate in the group?
So I know right now we're looking for photographers, we're looking for graphic designers, contractors, painters. There's a lot of industries that we're still open for. So if anybody's interested in joining, please feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to have more people join and have the group grow.
Okay, good. And if somebody going down there as a guest for the first time, but you're meeting at a restaurant.
We meet at the restaurant at 11:30 on Wednesdays, Mario's in Setauket. So they just come down. We let them see what we're all about. And if they want to join, then they can join.
Right.
If not, there's no commitment the first time.
Okay. I mean, to come down, you buy lunch, you got to eat lunch anyhow.
Yeah. Right.
One of those famous motivational people said, hey, you should never eat lunch alone. So.
Right.
We're now here with Jim and Mike from the Viscardi Center. It's great that you're down here. It's all good. We talk about people with disabilities, different abilities, all kinds of abilities. And what I found with some of the groups that I belong to is like some of the folks that are dealing with some sort of disability, once they're able to work through or deal with, and I understand, we're not talking recovery from whatever it is, but deal with what they can do, they become unbelievably superior in whatever that task is. You must have some stories, through that with the Viscardi Center. I'm sure there's others.
Oh, absolutely. So the Viscardi Center is a nonprofit organization that educates, employs, and empowers adults and students with disabilities. So what we're here today is we're promoting our digital accessibility services, and that's for website accessibility, document remediation, where we mark up PDF documents, Word documents, PowerPoints, so they meet the Section 508 and WCAG 2.1 guidelines for accessibility and for the American with Disabilities Act. We also have closed captioning services, audio description services, and what we like to say that they are is that it levels the playing field for our students and adults. So they have access to materials that able-bodied students would have. So that means accessing a website, accessing coursework, accessing job applications, using screen reader technology and other assistive technologies.
So all the students, or as many students as possible, is getting this kind of training to do that kind of work, and so much of that in regular business world is all done remotely anyhow.
Yes.
So the transportation issues, I got a couple of friends that actually, one that went through the Viscardi Center. Yep. Transportation's a challenge. I mean, he gets around, but it still is a challenge.
Absolutely.
A lot of our clients are remote throughout the country. We have the Anchorage School District as a client. So because of the internet, all of our work can be transferred securely and safely over portals where we can do work for these customers. We have customers down in Florida, Texas. So wherever a company exists and they have an internet connection, we can do this work for them.
And obviously the companies know that it's through the Viscardi Center. I mean, that's got to be it. And they know the students are doing a lot of the work.
Well, it's the students, what they're doing is that we're providing access to the materials for the students. Okay. So if it's to access their homework, it's access their coursework, if it's job application. So we're providing access to materials for them so that they can function in society.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's excellent. It really is truly great, with some of it. And I know there's a couple, there's one company in particular, that comes to mind, where, he's taken some of the challenges that his son has had, and he created this company, which has become really, really successul, which is great. So I'm sure there's going to be some great success stories that come out of this, this effort also, because you're right. I mean, I'm sure half of these home-based businesses are people that just don't get out, and they just don't get out for whatever reason. They don't get out, but
with the way the technology is nowadays, and the type of technological services through cloud technologies and SaaS technologies, they don't necessarily have to be at the job site. If they have the assistive technology and they're set up in their homes, they're more than capable of working in this environment. So, and one other thing I would like to mention is that we actually have formed a partnership with Canon USA, and starting in January, we're launching a new mail service, office service, and receptionist type training for people with disabilities, and actually for able-bodied persons as well, for a fee-for-service.
That's excellent.
Yes.
Great. So we'll make sure that gets shared out. It's good seeing you again.
Thank you. Same here.
Always a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
And I didn't know. I knew you were doing. I didn't know the extent of the whole thing. So it's great. That's the Viscardi Center. It's Viscardi, VISCARDI.
Yes.
Center.org.
Yes.
Center. ViscardiCenter.org. Gentlemen, keep doing what you're doing. It's all good. So your name is?
I'm Jean Dowd.
And?
I'm Peter Crocker.
All right, Peter, Gene, pleasure. Glad you're down here tonight with a mortgage company. So, we, talking to people, I was asking a lot of them, why you do what you do, or how you wound up in this industry, the industry that you're in. You want to pick one of them? So what's your story?
Well, my story is that I started working as a bank teller when I was 22 years old. And a few years later, when I started to raise a family, somebody had suggested that I try doing mortgages for a living because my time would be more flexible. I said, all right, I'll look into it. And it actually worked out. And here I am 25 years later, still doing mortgages.
Wow, that's very good. So you must have enjoyed it along the way.
For the most part. It can be challenging.
Oh, everything's got its thing. Sorry, so Peter, you get the other question then. And the other question is not why you're here, but how did it feel like when you're really able to help somebody get that mortgage that they wanted?
Well, I believe that's the reason that people like Gene and I do this. Is nothing better to go into a closing for a a young couple for their first house, and you actually become part of their life. They'll never forget you, and that's yes, we make an income, but there's so much gratification we get, and that's why I've done it for 34 years. It's outstanding.
That's excellent. Oh, and Fairway Mortgage, so if folks want to find you and some of the other fine friends I got working over at Fairway Mortgage, the website they ought to go to would be, and who wants to answer this one? There you
That's
go.
a good question. I don't necessarily know that we have...
You definitely want to look up Fairway Mortgage Corporation, and you can find Peter Crocker, I'm sure, on Facebook, LinkedIn, the rest of that. And then also Jean, your last name is?
Jean Dowd.
Jean Dowd.
You can Google Fairway Mortgage and Hauppauge. We do have our own website, so you would be able to find the information there. But we're located on Veterans Highway in Hauppauge.
Just look us up and give us a call. We'll educate you.
There you go. Perfect. There you go. So if you want education on mortgages, first-time mortgage, and there's so many different types that are available. Fixed rate, adjustable rate, balloon, the whole gamut. I'll let them talk about that. It's your world, not mine, on the mortgages. But first-time home buyers, let me tell you, if you're thinking about buying a home, and it's always a good time to buy a home, there's always some reason to do that. But if you're thinking about buying a home in January, don't start planning for it in December. You got to take a lot longer to go figure it out. Make sure your credit rating's there. Understand the different kinds of mortgages that are available also. But sometimes a lot of fun in life too, right? Fun, but just stay with the fun side of things. And then we can go with the team development, working with employees, getting them motivated, showing everybody can work together. And nothing better than going out on a racetrack and racing as fast as you possibly can with a go-kart.
Absolutely. Yes.
We did that one time. Went over to networking event. We were over there one time. Fantastic stuff. You get to find out what people are really made of. Who's the type A and who's the type B personality.
That's true. Karts Indoor Raceway is good for from 4 years old to 400 years old, pretty much.
Yeah.
Anybody can come in. It's all indoors, so you don't have to worry if it's raining or if it's sunny and really hot outside. You come inside, you get in those karts, and you zip around the track and have a great time.
Yeah, and these are real racing karts. They're doing about 30 miles an hour, 40?
Yeah, about 32 miles an hour for adults, and it's a slick track, so you're drifting as you go around those turns to make each race just a little bit different, a little bit more challenging for you.
Yeah.
The kids go a bit slower, but for the adults, they're going at a nice speed and having a good race.
And that's regulated by you could set that on the carts. Obviously, you're not leaving it up to the kid to press down to the gas pedal. Only go down halfway.
Right.
That doesn't happen.
No. No, it's completely regulated, and the track guy will have a box so that if there's any issue, if a kid's not able to manage the cart, it's very safe. He can slow it down, he can stop it. He's got complete control of that.
Yeah, and even the adults, they get a little carried away sometimes, which we won't talk about.
No,
maybe just you and I. We won't let them listen to that portion of the conversation.
We don't listen
so
to that.
we're at a business networking event here, so it's B2B. So besides you do the parties for the kids and all the rest of that, but the employee team building side of it, this is also really important in that way, because there's a number of things that can be done at the track, where people do work together as a team.
Absolutely. We have team building events. We can do the racing, as well as we've got laser tag and other events, a laser maze, roller bowling, and we're really excited now because we're going to be expanding, bringing in bumper cars as well as several other things, a lot of virtual
The go-karts
things.
aren't bumper cars enough?
No. We try our best not to bump in
that.
them, but we're bringing in bumper cars, and other things, which is really exciting. So it's a big time for us.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go speak to the coaching company in the back about the team building things besides Habitat for Humanity. This is another great thing to do, and year round, because it is indoors.
Year round, we're good for scouts, for parties, for team building, for Christmas parties, for holiday parties. You name it, we're there for you.
It's terrific. All right, so Joan, the website is
carts1.com.
Carts1.com. It's terrific. Joan, thank you so much. And I would definitely see you down there. All right, so what do we got? You want to start this?
I'm Mark Arroyo.
Pleasure. And?
Bill Rainey.
Bill and?
Jim McIntosh. I'm the broker owner of the company.
All right, so I'll let you speak first then.
Sure.
There you go. So tell us a little bit about the company. Go ahead.
Complete Home Realty started in 2009. Working with buyers and sellers all over Long Island, Suffolk, Nassau, and covering Western Queens. Representing, our specialty is first-time buyers. We also have discounts for sellers and veterans, and we just love doing real estate and covering Long Island.
Well done. You want to answer that?
No.
Just say no.
No.
No. No, you know, owner-operators, sometimes you got to go.
You got everything, so.
I know. But, you know, but it's fun doing different things. So like, one of the stories that you have here about, you know, working with a new client. Yeah, you want to share one of those success stories? So, you know, because it's always interesting working with people and understanding, you know, who they are, what they're looking to do, you know, and that kind of thing, and kind of clarifying what they're really, truly looking for, you know, in a home. Besides, hey, I want a home. You know, it gets a lot more than that.
I love it when they actually have the closing and they have the keys in their hands. That gives me so much joy to see that when they have that keys in their hands and they have so the look that they have is great.
It's the beginning of a whole new phase,
yes,
and that's what it's all about. I guess that's the complete home realty side of things.
That is.
Right, there you go. We got it. All right, here we are. We are now here with Accept Pro. Low rates, great service, no nonsense. All right, since I really didn't look to see what we were talking about here.
So?
It turned me into something more than a tagline.
Okay, so my name is Alexandra. Would you like me to stand up? Would that
No,
be better?
it's fine. I get the deal. I say that.
All right.
I won't propose. My wife will get upset.
Okay, fair enough. So what Accept Pro is, we are providing profit and strategy for small to medium-sized business owners. So with that being said, what we do is we offer a cash discount program. It's really a great way for business owners to stop paying those per swipe fees for credit cards. Think about it, you know, a business owner's highest fees are, their highest bills are leasing or renting in a property, paying their employees, and their merchant services. So what this does is allows business owners to pay a flat monthly fee and not pay the per swipe fee, you know, so
it makes it a little bit more, it certainly is going to make it more cost efficient for the business to be doing this.
Without
so, and is there some break-even point? You know, so if I do, if I do 10 swipes a month, does this make sense? Or I'm better off just paying the fee, as opposed to like a restaurant, you know, where it's, 10 swipes, all the time.
Per second. So with that, really, regardless, you're paying, what you're quoted at is what you're going to be paying forever. If you're quoted at, X, you're never going to be paying more. So yes, at the end of the day, you're going to have a cheap fee. It's not, if you're...
So it's really customized. I was thinking it was a bit more, straight, plan A, plan B, plan C, but you're really sitting down with the customer, figuring out what their past or actually analyzing what their past credit card swipes, or these swipe numbers, have been, and then what would work out best for them.
Without a doubt, we take a look at what you're currently doing, because most people process with a bank, and when you're going through a bank, you're hit with extra fees, because at the end of the, they're really outsourcing to a direct processor like ourselves.
So it makes a lot more sense to go directly to you.
Exactly. You're cutting out the middleman. Exactly.
Yeah. That's good.
Exactly. And again, we're local, so we like to really, keep it within the business itself, stay local kind of thing. And, we're right here in Holbrook, so what we do is, we like to really network, and that's why this is such a great place to be, because these are people that want to be involved within the community, and it makes it nice, to know that you're dealing with your neighbor that can run to you if something were to ever happen. Unlike when you're outsourcing to, someone in California, it's hard for them to really get a hold of what's going on within your company and meet, what needs to be done.
Yeah, we want to do business now with people that we know and trust in the neighborhood. I did a video before coming over here, in one of those Facebook Live things about that, about the fact that doing this thing in Brookhaven, with the businesses in and around, supporting it, we all want to do business with our neighbors wherever we possibly can, whether it's personal or business, it's just nicer, and it's good for the community. Yeah, it really works out.
Keeping the money with one another, it's awesome. It's a beautiful thing.
Even good for the tax rate,
Oh, yeah,
It generates income tax, which is good. Website, before we go into the
Our website is acceptpro.com, ACCEPTPRO.com.
Very good.
Check it out. You can plug in some numbers, see what works for you. We have some great tools on there to see if whether or not a cash discount could work for you.
Excellent.
So,
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Oh, no, it's actually terrific. That's good. Hey, we have our other Fairway Mortgage person over there. Want camera time? Rosemary Klufel. Rosemary's part of Speakers Bureau too, and there's a reason, because she's an expert in what she does, and that's really important. Plus, she's also involved with a couple of nonprofits. You got all kinds of different efforts over there. It's just, it's great. So we had a chance to speak to Fairway Mortgage. So, I mean, they did a good job representing the effort.
Great.
Yeah.
Glad to see.
Yeah.
It's a great expo. I enjoy it every year. Get to see a lot of new faces this year and some old.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited at Fairway because our Veterans Home Giveaway is almost done. And it's not only going to be renovated, it's also going to be fully furnished. So if you know of a veteran, a post 9/11, honorably discharged veteran from Long Island or with ties from Long Island who has a Purple Heart, we're actually looking for recipients and tell them to go on veteranshomegiveaway.org to see how they can apply.
Very good. Hey, there's a couple of veterans groups in the back, so
yes,
I'm sure they would. You already spoke to them. Hey, that's what's it's so good about you there. All right, good. We're going to finish up over here, and then I'm going to actually get a chance to hand out a few business cards myself. So I'll catch up to you in a little bit.
Take care, Brian.
Very good. Take care. Sun Nation, I guess they're out talking to somebody. We ready for video interview?
Are we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, this is fantastic. The name of the company is WF90. Is that what I was reading?
No, it's WildFit.
WildFit. Oh, all right. So I abbreviated that one.
Yeah.
Well, you abbreviated that one. That's what WildFit. So what is WildFit? What's the company all about?
WildFit is a nutritional-based program combined with behavioral change psychology. So it goes into the way you're thinking, like how we have addictions to food. It goes deeper into your thoughts.
Why we do what we do. You know, sometimes we don't just eat because it tastes good. We eat because we're hiding something.
That's right.
Or trying to avoid something else. And it certainly is important. So it's good. You're looking at things from a totally holistic manner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just teaching you the tools to do it on a daily basis.
Okay.
As a lifestyle, going to the supermarket and seeing all the choices that's there and making the choices.
And if it does begin in the supermarket, because if it begins in the refrigerator, it's too late. I did a little inventory one time on the fridge. It's really easy to grab the wrong thing when it's 11 o'clock at night and go and grab something.
Sure, yes.
What would be the website that people could go to?
Right now, it's just wildfit.com.
Wildfit.com?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's it.
Well, good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yes.
That would be you.
How are you, Brian?
I'm very good. Steve Harper is here with us today. Harper Marketing.
Yes, sir.
It's good. So how's the marketing business? It's good. You're using your background. Actually, let me ask a real question here. A lot of the businesses that we have spoken to have started out someplace and then they've moved into their own business based upon the expertise that they have got in their first career, we'll call it. Now, you're still involved with the first career. You're still doing that. But how much of that has really helped you out on the marketing side of your marketing company?
Actually, a lot, because I always had an eye for bringing a message to an audience, and then that continues within the marketing company. And the other part of it is I like being creative. So in radio, I can be a certain creative amount, and then marketing, it kind of opens it up and gives me more fun. Yeah. It's really what it is. And I love helping people. Yeah. That's what it comes down to.
I also enjoy, when I get the chance to interview people, to bring out the best in them, and I kind of do it on the verbal side of things. You've got the ability on the marketing side to really bring out the best in their company or the best in their product and do it in a creative manner. So that really is terrific.
No, I appreciate that. And the best part about this evening is he's doing what I normally do. I don't have to do it.
For more than 90 seconds, might I add.
And that too, yeah. Well, it's good seeing you.
You too.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much, Steve. Great.
Patriot Mobility. We're a home accessibility company.
Okay.
So we do ramps, stair lifts, vertical platform lifts, car lifts, anything mobility-wise.
Anything. So if anybody's in a wheelchair and they need to go someplace, obviously on a regular basis, you're not a taxi service, but on a regular basis, inside the home. But then also you could fix. But also the businesses. This is the one thing I always kind of wondered from the businesses. Will they or have they reached out to companies like yours to make sure that they are accessible to folks with different abilities along the way, and even if they don't have an employee with a different ability.
Yeah, we would have actually gotten, some referrals from companies, and they have reached out to us saying that they need, commercial platform lifts put in. So we do get that as well.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a great thing from a business to do. It's a great thing for it. It's probably a necessary thing, or it is a necessary thing for a business to do. Okay, so you need to be compliant. If you're operating a business, you need to be compliant. And this is a great way for them to find out if they are and get the advice on that. It's good.
Yeah. All our work is ADA compliant. That's just something we do. It's not required by the state, but all our jobs are ADA compliant that way, just helps everyone out.
Okay. And is there a website, or what would be the website or best way to reach out to you?
Yeah, it would be www.patriotmobilityinc.com.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Barbara Ransom, Brookhaven Chambers of Commerce Coalition. I got it right this time, huh?
Yeah.
You ready?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, I was just saying that, the first time I interviewed anybody for the town, or, with the town blessing, we were doing the building your business in Brookhaven. You were there, and man, I stumbled on this Brookhaven Chambers of Commerce Coalition.
It was too long.
And then we threw in the Port Jefferson.
Yeah.
But you're still involved with all of these
I
things,
am,
and that was a number of years ago.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yep, still involved.
Still involved with Port Jefferson, with the chambers overall.
Yeah.
That's all the Brookhaven chambers.
Right.
You have your own business also.
Plus, I do. I have a bed and breakfast as well. Yes. So this is a
So
great
how do you
night.
do it?
I'm tired tonight.
Yeah.
That's how I'm doing it right now. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's nice getting everybody down. That's here, the local businesses, everybody wants to. Yeah, many people really want to do business with a business that's local.
This is a
so you can
business
stop
to business. This is a business to business networking event.
Yeah.
It's not really the consumer coming in here. Really, just business to business. That's what my experience has been for the last couple of years here.
Yeah, and that's it. There's some businesses a little bit more customer focused,
Right.
but even still, you get the referral side of things, that you could do.
Yeah.
Say the basement company was one that we were talking to. Then you have the guy that's making the saws, not the saws, but the saw blades or whatever. And then the cleaning company, ServPro, all the rest of these companies really get a chance to know her. Obviously, I don't do that much work,
We're here to promote the chambers. We're here to promote all the chambers in the town of Brookhaven. It's important for a small business to be part of a chamber because they're the core of our economy.
Right.
So we're here to get them to join chambers.
And the chamber is what you're doing at a meeting. It's not just a matter of how my name is, what the company is, but also a little bit of coaching is involved with it.
We had a big event this morning. It was a media summit. And that's what we give back to the business community.
Right.
So that was all this morning.
Yeah.
And now I'm here tonight.
Well, you got a long day. All right, there you go.
care.
Barbara Ransom, she's a resource. Well, I've been doing this for years. I think you've been here at each one of the events that I've done.
Quite a few.
Yeah, it's all good. We were just talking to Barbara Ransom with Chamber of Commerce.
I'm involved with them too.
Right, yeah, you're involved with them. You're involved with a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So you're sharing your knowledge, on growing a business with some of the other newer businesses in the community?
I'm a big fan of the entrepreneurial spirit. So I find companies that are starting up, and I'll do anything I can to help them. I think it's great to have a bunch of small businesses that are able to fill all those holes and voids you can't do with these big companies.
Right.
It's great. I like the chamber. You get a lot of those small businesses there, especially like some of the other networking groups, also great places to find small businesses. So those are our focus, small, medium-sized businesses, and some of those are surprisingly complex. So those tend to be our focus. Sometimes some people have one or two computers somewhere, and they can usually handle a lot of that stuff themselves. But like when they get to a certain point where they have a remote workforce, so they have they're trying to be distributed. They don't want to have that traditional office somewhere, or they have salespeople that are constantly moving around, or you have a team somewhere else in the country. Like those are the things we specialize in. So.
And it brings a lot of joy doing that, because you're really able to help somebody get off the ground, and eventually they grow, and eventually they bring on employees, or they're servicing, bigger customers. So it's good for the community, it's good for you, it's good for them, it's good for everybody.
We like growing with the companies that we serve.
Yeah, it's all good. So your name of the company is ProSysCon.
ProSysCon.
Yeah.
So, do you remember what it stands for?
Professional System Connectivity.
Consulting. Close. Very good, though.
So you got to make it up. You make it up on the fly.
Yeah. And
Consulting.
Then,
all right. Well, you know what? That makes more sense than connectivity.
Yep. And
because you are training when you're going in there.
Yep. In 2018, we're celebrating our 15th year in business.
Wow! Congratulations.
So we've been around for quite a while. Nice legacy. Nice client base, and we're staying very busy. It's nice.
Everything keeps changing all the time. We keep adding new things, new toys, new this, that, and the other thing. And then, of course, there's new requirements, too.
Absolutely, especially with respect to the security, because, the PCI, the HIPAA compliance, like the technology is almost coming out faster than they can write the compliance for it. So every time something new comes out, you have to find a way to secure it.
Right.
And the types of threats that are evolving, you have to keep up with those, because every time that you block something or you educate somebody about something, they end up coming out with something new. The hackers are always one step ahead. And so half of it ends up being educating people so they can be aware of those things when they happen, and the other is trying to mitigate it before it happens. So.
And then you got your own hands full is keeping up with all of this, with the different regulations, the new equipment that's coming out.
Absolutely, and you'd be surprised. Like, there's a lot of new technology out there. I encourage people, if you haven't spoken to your IT consultant, talk to them and tell them like your challenges, because there's probably something out there right now. There's probably some new technology that will help you meet that challenge. So it's just a matter of asking.
And they're going to ask you, of course.
Of course.
And how are they going to ask you? There's my segue into this one. So tell me, what is the best way for them to reach out to you?
You can look at our website, www.prosyscon.com.
Right.
You can always call the office and ask me to come by and see you. Our office number is 631-546-5706.
Very good. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure.
All right,
Always a
have a good
pleasure.
one.
Come on, man. It's all good. He's the typical person over here that has their own business. There is a reason for doing it. Loves working with their customers. Loves seeing them succeed and continue on, with growing. It's good for his business, obviously, but it's also good for the businesses that he's working with. It's good for the community. It's good for everything. We've been out here tonight. We've interviewed most of everybody. There's been a lot of conversations going on. I didn't really want to interrupt, but this has been the 14th annual Brookhaven business event, building your business in Brookhaven. It's a load of fun doing these interviews with everybody. I get a chance to really see what's going on. And one of the things that I really wanted to point out tonight, and hopefully we did by some of the questions and some of the responses, is that caring, the caring for the product, the caring for the company, the caring for your consumer, the person that you're trying to serve is oh so important. And having that inside knowledge about what it is that you're doing makes it all the better, because now you really get a chance to understand what somebody is going through. The folks at the Viscardi Center, great example of it. The gentleman that was doing the tours with the beer tours, because he's so into beers, that'll come through unbelievably when he's leading those tours. Carmine and so many other people. So when you're looking to grow your business, really got to understand it, not from your point of view, but from your customer's point of view. Understand it from their point of view, what they are going to look for in a company like yours, or what they're personally going through. That is really what makes the difference for you, and it'll achieve your success. It'll help you grow your business in Brookhaven, and it'll see you down here for next event. And then this way we can talk about your success story, what you have achieved over the past year, and we'll see you at the 15th annual Building Your Business in Brookhaven event at Brookhaven Town Hall. Go to our website. You'll follow along everything that we're doing. It's brookhavenbac.org. Over there, you'll see the calendar. You'll see the other events that we're doing. You'll see the different places where you can go to see what's going on and to tap into the many resources that are provided to you through the town and through the IDA. My name is Brian Cohen, Long Island Speakers Bureau, proud member of the Brookhaven Business Advisory Council. I wish you a good night, and we'll see you next time at the next event through the town of Brookhaven.